Chapter 49.
Unfortunately, they won't let me pay. They won't let me pay for like a business account to give me like 5 gigs or something like that, or I would pay for that. And I'd be like, whatever, and I'll pay the whatever it is they want per month. You know, $200, whatever. I'd pay that. I don't care.
All right. Whatever that is. Chapter 49. We're almost on to 50. We're almost on the big 5-0. One more. It's 49.
I thought this was 50, but okay.
Yeah, one more.
That's all right.
Let me see if my vent is open because it is cold. Ugh. Okay, the vent is open, guys. Should be toasty soon.
Well, think about how Azul feels. He's cold.
Throw a fireball.
I'm cold. It's like 60 degrees, 67. You know.
Shut up.
We're
It's
at,
60 something here. It's the
60.
warmest it's been in months.
Yeah, well, East Coast, we're getting, Matt and I will be getting some snow this weekend coming in.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You mean
dude,
the white stuff?
Yeah.
I had to question my life today at practice. I said, you know what? Is it worth it right now? Because it was so cold. And then push comes to shove. I guess it feels like negative like 5 with wind. And here's the thing that made me so upset. Yesterday was 70 degrees. That was the warmest it's been since I've gotten back from break. And then today it was 12.
Wow.
Like my hands were cold.
What's 12 mean?
feet
I don't
were
understand.
cold.
12
I'm
yeah.
sitting there.
Wow.
I'm like, is this legal right now? Can we even be out here?
Hey, Matt, I've never heard of a football game taking place at 12 degrees. Have you?
I've played in games that have taken place at 12 degrees.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Maybe not in Kansas.
Those guys.
I watched the Patriots play the Colts, and Tennessee Titans, and it was 30 below, and we were all bundled up.
Gracious.
Oh my God, was it cold?
Well, see,
Yeah,
I mean, and that's cold, but you know, when you're at a stadium
It's nice.
and
It's
you
actually
have all those
Yep.
people there,
Yep.
there's all that body heat.
Yeah.
It's not as cold as if you were just standing by yourself.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't that
It's
bad.
not that bad.
I felt bad for the people way up.
which-
They were,
It's like penguins.
Yeah.
It's like penguins.
Which is why it'll be, you know, it'll be 12 degrees or whatever, or it'll be super cold. It doesn't get as cold in Ann Arbor because of they're not as close to the Great Lakes, but it gets cold up there. But this is why you'll see a game in Michigan Stadium where it's 10 degrees outside, and the student section don't have shirts on, you know, and their chests are painted, whatever, and they're just standing around jumping, cheering, because all that extra body heat
Couldn't be me.
it doesn't make the temperature feel like what it really is.
Couldn't be me. I was sitting there, I was like, you know, I'm thankful for heaters now. Like, you know, you just get thankful for the small things.
See, you're part of that new generation, QB1. Your generation is not used to playing smash mouth old school weather football. You're not used to playing, you know, in games where it's super rainy and it's a mud bowl. You're not used to playing in the snow where you can't see the lines. You can't see the line markers. You only know where the end zone is if you ran by the goalpost. Like that's when you know you're in the end zone. Like,
Don't get me wrong. You know, when I'm ready to go to war, I'll go to war. But practice, yeah, man.
It's all cutting out.
Coach,
there it is. Free oral.
the oral would understand what football is like in the Midwest or New England in the wintertime. That's oral would get it.
And the ball is like ice cold, hot as a rock.
Yeah, it is virtually impossible to throw. I mean, I played receiver. It's like impossible to catch the ball because it's impossible virtually for the quarterback to throw the ball. The quarterbacks didn't wear gloves back then, so it was impossible to throw the ball more than 10 yards downfield in that type of weather. Snow's falling on it. You can't really grip
it was
the
difficult terrain for me today.
Can you imagine trying to throw a football in that type of weather?
All you could do is hand them.
Can you imagine how your grip would be?
Yeah, you got to hand the ball off.
Then you got to get that spiral 20 yards downfield to your receiver. It's
Okay, Peter's gone. Let's start.
you better hand that ball off and make sure you don't drop it. And that's hard enough as it is in the winter. Trying to do a good handoff, lots of fumbles.
No, it is hard, that black ice, you know. That black ice, it got me today, man.
Oh yeah.
That is a real thing.
Is your field turf or is it grass?
It's turf.
I hate turf because you get that black ice on turf. You don't get that on grass, which is natural.
Hey, but you know that white ice too, you know.
It's hot as a
Yeah,
rock.
but it's
Funny
different.
either.
Turf.
But it's different with grass. You
Yep.
can break it up a lot easier with grass. Turf is so dangerous. You saw what happened to OBJ
can't
at the
do
Super
that.
Bowl.
Yeah.
It's
Another
the start
turf
of the
injury.
initiative, or it's the top of the initiative order, right?
So that doesn't mean we haven't started yet. All right,
All right,
starting.
all right.
You done that?
Everybody roll
Reese ain't
initiative
talking
so they don't get
football.
hurt on the AstroTurf.
Well,
No.
when we ended off, it
Yep.
was
No, we're
Matt's
still in the middle of
turn,
it.
right?
Yeah, we're still in
Yeah,
the middle
so
of it.
Matt-
Oh,
was
we
going?
ended in the
Okay.
middle of a round.
No,
No,
we're
no,
starting
no,
at
no.
Reese. But
Yes.
let me just go over it real quick.
Okay.
A big mammoth charges through. You know, whoosh. Right.
No,
And
I'm
big
riding
mammoth
the
charges.
mammoth. Don't you remember?
Yes.
I was riding the mammoth. Don't you
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
I
You
was
were
riding the
thinking
mammoth
about
in the
it.
battle.
You were thinking about it. And it crashed and it killed this this giant right here. I think
That's
Yurok
right.
probably were part of that as well.
Rock was a big
Maybe.
part of that.
Yeah.
The Ballard is not. He's the mammoth, so pretend he's not there.
Is
You
the
remember
mammoth
you got some
dead?
you still got the wolves up here.
No.
Yeah.
No,
the
No,
wolves are
that's
up.
Ballard,
What
by the way.
wolves? Oh gosh.
Okay, and one last thing. Remember, Oral was. I think she was in Magnus. She was in your mind, right?
She was.
She.
I think she was in
Did I make a
Magnus.
save? Wait a minute. Did I make
You
a
saved,
save?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you
that,
repelled it.
made
You
a saving
repelled
throw.
I made a
And,
saving throw.
He got in the
And-
or she got in the barbarian's head too, and the barbarian.
That's right.
Yeah.
Both of you
20.
saved.
Yeah.
And also, so over here at the bridge, the light, the big beams of light are kind of going like that, but they're you dropped them down into the river, so they're totally like zombies trying to robotically move themselves out of this ice and water, and so
Is the
you
river
totally got them stuck
frozen?
in there. They're not frozen, but
No,
they're
it was mostly frozen, but
Yeah.
they're stuck.
Okay.
it's a bit of half and half, but they're you've pretty much taken them out. So we're gonna
I
start
meant
with
for that to happen.
exactly. Reese is going to be going.
Oh, I guess I better pull up the initiative. There we go.
All right.
Combat tracker.
Yeah, if you want to right click on the fist, that'll give you the
Yeah.
pop.
I got
If
it.
you want it, you don't need to.
Oh, and I had a bless up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I took it off by accident. I was
Okay.
I
I
saw
was
that.
checking it out and I
Yeah.
deleted it.
Yeah,
So I don't know what I did.
accidentally
You
took
can't
it off,
trust a
huh,
Ron.
Well, it hadn't.
Alright.
I didn't like the
Not trusted
icon. I didn't like the icon showing up on the token.
Uh-huh.
Just my own
Okay.
preference visually.
Sure.
but-
Yep.
So I was messing around with it and then I
Okay.
messed it up.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
shady move. Shade tree Ron. That's what he's known as.
Shady
Shade
Ron.
Tree DM. Whatever.
Shade tree DM. Thank you very much.
Hashtag.
Reese.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to. Yeah, come on.
Daggum.
Let's not use that kind of language.
Choices. Yeah. All right, I'm going to make sure I'm not behind. I don't want to get too far behind the dwarf because I need the help.
Oh yeah, the aura. That's the aura for the saving
I'm going to
throws.
cast Fairy Fire on the area where she's at. So she'll need to do a saving throw. Let me tell
What's
you
the radius
what
on
it
that fairy
is.
fire?
Tell you in just a minute. It is 6. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the area is 20 foot. It's a 20-foot cube.
Cube. Well, I'm gonna make it a circle if you don't mind.
That's fine. Anything in the area, if it fails a dex save, is also highlighted.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Just for
very
the fun.
cool.
opalescent. Very nice.
So now
Yeah.
she's
Oh, I like
really
that.
glowing, huh?
You got some cool special effects
Well,
here.
it's
in
foundry.
Foundry.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not impressed. I
Yeah.
think you could do better.
I'm glad you made us change
I
here.
mean, it's alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I was gonna
alright.
say,
I mean, it is.
on
You know,
a
it's the
scale
best.
of 1 to 10, it's not 2.
Yeah,
It's
on a scale of Ron to 10, is that what you
Yeah,
said?
wrong to 10, exactly.
it's good enough until we find something better.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
what
there
did
you
she?
go.
She casted something, huh?
Okay, so do I save or
check
anything?
stuff.
Or is it?
So she needs to make a dex save to not be lit up like the rest of the area, and my DC is 19. So she needs a dex save of 19 or better.
Okay. Hey, she
Nice.
saved.
Hey, wow, very nice. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, she suddenly disappears.
Does
And-
fairy fire
And appears.
make you see invisible people?
Oh, dirtiness.
Oh, she came
It's
right
right
up to
there.
us. Wow.
Ballard.
Yep. Is it my turn?
Mammoth.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You sense a power aura behind you, freezing. And
All right. I'm gonna have to move a little bit, and then I'm gonna trampling charge her. So I basically just moved to where I can get a 20-foot on her.
And you also got your
That'd be
wolves there,
about
too.
Yeah, I know. That'd be about right here. So I can get I think I can get a 20-foot lead on her from right here. Yeah, I can. I charge her. First things I do is the wolves, I'm gonna have them attack first.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Okay. Ooh.
And I'll just have one on either side of her. Let me see if I can get that selection off. Okay, they're gonna roll to hit or attempt. They have advantage, pack tactics, and they have +5. All right, here we go.
16 armor class.
Gotcha. First guy, 13, misses. Second guy, 15, misses. And I come in. Let me see what this thing can do. Plus, okay. Triple charge. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm reading the right thing.
You're
Gore.
gonna stomp or gore?
No, I'm gonna gore because I'm charging her, so she's gonna have to make a save if I hit. But the way the dice are rolling right now, it doesn't look like I have much of a chance.
Okay, I'm gonna be a little mean here. Since everyone's around her, they're gonna all have to save to avoid that, getting not hit
That's
by
not
you.
how it works. That's not how it works.
Not how it works.
Is that a challenge?
No, I mean, technically, that's not.
And
I'm
what
gonna have to
kind of
call
save?
full on that one.
I'm gonna do a dex
They all gotta
save.
make-
Depends on his roll.
All right. 18. So I hit her.
14 dex save. Just jump out of the way of this big giant mammoth coming through.
All right. So what's got to get out of the way?
14 dex save.
Looked like Reese and I were in the
Everybody.
way, right?
Yeah, all right.
All right, that's right
Okay.
around.
All right.
14 dex, even the wolves.
10.
Yeah.
Yay! I'll do half damage on you.
All right, hold on 1 second.
$12 for Magnus.
That's it.
Oh,
You
wait.
failed too.
No, we're in the aura. We're in the aura. Brad.
Oh, that's right.
We're in the aura. We have
Yeah.
my +4 bonus.
So if I get a 4, I'll make it. But anything less, then I'm.
Well, you just get a +4. Huh?
Well, no, you get my aura, which gives you an automatic 4.
Oh yeah,
and then you can roll the bless as well. So you could actually have +8 actually.
All right.
Oh,
so
so
rolled
my
a 4.
I for. Okay.
Okay,
So
Well, you already saved. No big deal.
Mine was 16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
just the wolves
I'm
save.
6th. Yep.
so I got to
Oh, my
roll saves
goodness.
for the wolves.
Yeah.
So they get
Magnus, your lifesaver.
they get his pluses. What are the pluses?
+4, plus D4.
4 for the aura of protection, and then a
4.
D4 for the bless.
Yeah,
Yep.
but they're not blessed. I don't think.
Oh,
They're not blessed. No,
No.
they're not blessed.
All right. Let me just make sure I got their save right here. +2 and their proficiency.
I'm not even. Are they in the aura? I'm not sure if they're in the aura.
They
Yeah,
are.
they're fine.
within
They're
10
fine.
feet
Okay.
of you.
All right. Okay.
All right. So first wolf saved.
Okay.
It
Second
looks
wolf
like a
15 saved. Okay.
Right, so yeah, they all leap out of the way as you stomp through and.
Okay. So I gotta do
damage?
damage now. Oh, she has to make an 18 strength saving throw. Give me 1 second. Let me read what it
strength.
says. Yeah, she has to make an 18 strength dex saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh wait, no, disregard. Whoa, 20 to 1. What do you? Disregard it because that's not a magical attack. Sorry.
He's rolling with
Okay.
disadvantage, right?
Look at that,
Okay.
nat 20 and a nat 1. That's pretty cool.
All right,
know,
so I don't
you
even
can't
do.
use
All right, so I don't even have to roll damage then, right?
Yeah. Why? What do you mean?
Oh, you said it has to be a magical attack or something.
No. My saving
Okay,
throw
I'm like-
advantage. I don't get an advantage
Oh, okay.
unless it's a magical attack.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Right, I gotta
So, but she
redo
made
that.
the save to be knocked
No.
prone, correct?
No?
No?
She failed. She
Okay.
failed.
Okay, so she's prone, so that adds something.
We all get it.
The-
Well, if you're adjacent,
Well,
you get
I also
advantage.
get an extra attack on her because she went down. So give
Yep.
me 1 second. 48 plus 7.
You just see this man come. You guys all leap out of the way. You know. Wow.
All right. Damage on her is 31 points of damage for the first attack, and then the second attack, because she went down and she's prone, I get a free stomp on her.
Yeah,
So,
overhead.
and that's plus 10. So give me a second, and that's
Trevor
open.
Bauer got suspended for doing that.
This is totally legal.
Well, yeah, Trevor Bauer definitely
All right.
should have been arrested for doing that.
Yeah, you should.
High
yeah.
roll is a 28, so I hit her, and then let me get the damage on that. It
Kids,
is 40,
don't stomp
10.
on people.
I know it's not.
Trevor
She's
Bauer.
wife.
The more you know.
Stomping on wives is not a good idea.
No,
No.
that's not good.
So,
Who's Trevor Bauer?
with that.
He's a technically was a pitcher for the Los Angeles.
He plays
Dodgers.
one of those sports that isn't played in 12-degree weather.
Well, if you make the World Series, sometimes it is.
All right.
Yeah,
So she
that's
takes
true.
another 30, Ron.
Mr. November.
Yeah, because when the October World Series games are being played in November,
Sheesh,
you know,
crazy.
I never.
All right.
There's too many games in the baseball
So
season.
did you put her down for 30
Yeah. Okay.
and 31?
Yeah. I got.
Stomp the yard.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you just see the mammoth charge through. I mean, you know the owlbear, sort of an upright, feminine figured owlbear just gets you just. It looks a little too violent. You know what I'm saying? You just see her getting crushed and broken. You hear things breaking off this.
Wow.
Bones breaking and her whatever cloak she has is just turned into like a dirty, wet rag or frozen rag, just shattered across underneath the stomping. And her light, her glowing, her aura immediately is gone. The light that she's shining
wow.
here.
Mhm.
So she looks just like a dead creature laying there. all trampled and mangled.
Well, thank goodness we dodged, huh?
Yeah. And you guys are all kind of around her or whatever. But the combat's over. Or as far as this one. She, you just see she kind of turns her head. Just does the exorcist thing. And you think you can defeat us? We gods are many. We are legion.
Thought your name was Oral. Sounds like you got a identity crisis going on there.
He identifies as a legion.
Hey guys, let's head over to the river and finish things off.
We should kill those things off.
Can we just like
the fairy light's out, right?
the light around the owlbear thing is gone,
Yeah. Okay.
and there's still, but the two things that fell into the river. Can we go up at the top over the edge there and just shoot them to death?
Yeah. Yeah, they're dead.
Okay. So we do that. All
Just
right.
shooting the day off.
Yeah.
Yep. We take them out.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Wow, the mammoth was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's a great superpower there.
Yeah, until you guys got to make a saving throw to not get trampled. Goodness gracious. I'll have to remember that.
Well, we
I'll have
had
to
the
write that
aura.
down.
You know,
Next time I turn into a mammoth, Ron's going to say everybody's got to get out of its way.
you got rules as written, rules as
Here-
intended,
Rules is
Kirok's
wrong.
and
riding.
rules as Ron. Yeah.
Kirok's riding on top of the mammoth, so there was another
Roar.
swing. There was another swing coming.
Roar.
Mammoth,
Yeah.
baby.
Peter. Oh my goodness. So cool.
Okay. I don't even know how I did this.
I was gonna ride that mammoth in the next rodeo.
Yeah. That's funny. You guys did that last week, and I had just finished watching the Book of Boba Fett earlier in that week. So
yeah.
not to spoil anything, but you know what scene I'm talking about.
I know
So
what
that's
scene
my
you're talking
image
about.
of Kirok is on top of yeah. Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty. That was a good episode.
That was a great scene. Yeah.
It's a shame that it took, 4 episodes to get to some good ones.
Yeah.
Those first 4 were absolutely
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
No, I loved it. I loved the whole thing. I don't know what everything was. Anyway,
I
all
know
right, that's
you
fine.
don't.
All right.
I'll tell you
So-
what, Ron, you don't want to watch it because it was more boring. And never
I
mind.
watched it. Anyway, I'm gonna watch it again. Anyway,
He's gonna watch it again.
and again,
Just-
and again.
Just to spite you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh darn.
my Matt
All right.
marathon.
All right. Well,
Oh,
we're moving up towards the bridge, and we shot these
they're
guys
dead. They're
down.
dead. So I'm not worried about it.
They're dead.
Well,
All right.
While Peter is moving up towards the
Oh,
while Magnus is moving towards the
Yeah.
bridge, the rest of us are gonna start searching the bodies.
Oh, yeah, the bodies. Yeah.
Pluck some feathers from that owl.
The owl
Owl.
begins to fade like a little Jedi thing. Shh.
What?
Hmm.
Does she leave behind her Jedi cloak and lightsaber? Because I'll pick those up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that would be so cool, a lightsaber.
But didn't Trotter have like a light? No, he had a light.
He had the laser rifle.
Laser rifle.
Yeah, he stole that from Buck Rogers.
Either that, it was Han Solo's blaster.
All right, you guys want some XP?
Yes.
Sounds
Kind of
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Might as well,
And then we can search.
8.5 million next month.
because I don't.
And then we can. Where were we going? We were heading into town to.
East Haven.
Yeah,
East
East
Haven,
Haven. That's
yeah.
right. Kirok was going to do Confessions of a Shopaholic when we got there, right? Here's some food, starving fools. Now give me weapons. Don't forget to carry the 1. Add a 0 at the end.
Got a
And I'm
calculator.
gonna have to pull up my character sheet.
100 plus 100. I need a calculator.
100 plus 100.
Yeah, I think he said 100 squared. Is that right?
How many other are you?
5 of us.
2 fewer than your eyes tell you.
1920 XP.
1920.
1820.
Is it enough? TikTok. Should have this
I'm sure what he
memorized.
gave is just enough to keep me from going up.
1920. Come on. Here's the page. Where do I have
Terrible.
that written down?
Use my calculator.
1920. Ah!
Ah!
How much is that?
What's next level?
Oh,
34. I'm up to 34.8. 20.
34,000?
That
How
put
are
me
you at
that put me over
34,000?
34,000.
It's called
How?
math.
Yeah, I'm at 34,500.
What do you have, Matt?
How are y'all at 34?
Well, when
'Cause
you
I've
get more
missed
XP when you're awake during the show. That's,
Hey, I've been here so
Yes.
many more episodes than you.
That's right.
Yeah. How many?
I
How
don't
many?
know how.
What do you have, Matt?
He's the OG.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm stupid.
maybe you've misadded because
Hold on.
I thought we were all
Maybe you
basically at the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
No,
on.
not me. I'm behind you guys.
Well, when I said
Okay,
us,
stupid
we
character
don't
sheet.
include the dwarf. That just-
Don't include. I'm a half a person.
How much? It was 19 what?
20.
1920. So I add 2,000 and then subtract 80 if that's easier.
That's not it.
Ooh. I
You
wrote down
forgot-
some stuff.
You haven't added the right number then it's on one of the previous episodes.
No,
that-
I thought
you should
I
be
usually
right there.
scratch out the old high number after I do the new one, and I forgot to do
So
that.
you were
I-
a week or two behind, or
I added an older number.
ooh, all right.
So,
I'm at 8th level now.
okay.
Yeah.
So no, I'm
Yep.
I'm at 34,000 as well. Okay. So what's next level is what?
8.
38,000.
Oh
But
gosh,
you level-
48,000 to go up to 9.
48,000.
Yeah,
40.
Yeah.
Well, level
Yeah.
8 is what?
34 total. 34,000.
Oh, okay. So then I hit level 8. You just hit level 8.
the 3 of us hit level 8.
That. I'm at
48,000.
Larry, did you level up
120.
to 7?
No. Oh, I'm already 7.
Oh, you're already 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did that,
so
like,
you're
2
you're
sessions
barely
ago.
behind. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and I
Magnus
just
is
turned.
Well,
I turned
I'm-
6th. Yeah.
I'm not exactly barely
2 weeks
behind,
ago,
but,
I was sick. I turned 6.
You just turned 6.
Yeah, I just turned 6.
It doesn't
Kirok
take me as long
and
to
Reese
catch up because it's not
Went
as
up a level?
big a leap.
Yep. Went up a level.
All right, let's do hit
Who
points.
did too?
I guess
Right.
I'll roll for hit points.
Yeah, you were.
Azul, you rolled. You leveled up too,
Yeah,
right?
Azul.
Do I
leveled
really?
up.
Azul,
I'm not-
did you level?
Yeah.
I'll be
He leveled,
honest,
yeah.
I prefer to not roll for hit points.
I don't
but-
So he
care.
gets. Azul
Yeah.
gets new spells too, right?
I know.
Talking to
Yeah,
the
I'll
wrong
probably have to
DM.
do that. I'll probably have to do that
Yeah!
7.
after.
Yes! You all saw it! 7!
Yeah, that'll the. Yeah, all these. Never mind. I'm a little slow tonight. I'm a little slow
Just tonight.
tonight. Definitely tonight.
Ay, ay, ay.
So we're rolling for HP.
Yeah, and reroll the 1s, and you can use inspiration points to reroll if you want to as well.
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
What am I rolling
D12.
for HP?
D12.
Okay, so that. Oh,
That's
good,
pretty
that helped.
D8's
keep
pretty
that.
good.
Yep.
Azul, you got 8th too?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys at 8th level, you guys get an ability score improvement
Or a feat.
or a feat.
Or you can get multi-class. I've decided now that you can do multi-class.
Oh no, yeah.
Here,
Watch out for
Ron
them
making
assassins.
stuff
That
up.
guy likes it, man.
You can't do that this far into the game.
Azul
But only
gets,
if it comes from Wildemount
you can-
or
You can do whatever.
Strixhaven.
Wildermount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Azul gets another 4th level spell. He gets one more 4th level spell.
All right.
Basically, all his spells. He's got 5 cantrips,
I totally forgot.
4 1st level spells, 3 2nd level spells, 3 3rd level spells, and 2 4th level spells.
Okay, so yeah, I just
So-
need one more.
So Kirok, you can add 2 points to an ability score. You know, no,
I
not
can do what?
add 2 or 1 and 1, like Charisma and Constitution, or 2 in Constitution. I think you can only go to what, 20 or 19 or 20.
Yes, you can only go to 20 naturally.
And
You talking about the number in the small circle?
yes, the small one.
The,
where it
the
goes up to
bigger
8.
of the 2 numbers, not the bonus.
the
actual
17,
number.
16,
Yeah.
13, those numbers.
I'm already at 20 for strength.
Yeah, so you can't do that one. Now, or you can pick a feat too. You know, you can. I know you picked a feat already, but
When Azul
what's
levels?
your Constitution?
Oh, we lost Larry.
My constitution is 16. Plus,
So you go to 18. That'd be really good.
Plus 3 bonus.
Yeah, if you go to 18, you get +4, and that'll retro add a ton more hit points. Well, not a ton more, but it'll add 1 more per level, so you'll get 7 more hit points. What, 7 or 8? 8 more hit points.
8 more hit points.
Because it's +4.
That will put me at 116 hit points.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Well,
Holy cow, good
you
for
got
you.
8 today plus your con, right?
Plus his
8
con
plus
bonus.
his con.
Yeah.
So don't forget that.
Oh wait, so that's 11 then.
That's the other thing, Ron. If is he going to
It's
boost
11.
his Constitution by 2, because that would give him +1 hit point per level, so that would be
well, plus
even
8
more extra hit points. Yeah,
Plus 8
total.
more. Because you
Yeah.
get
So he
+4
moved
and-
his. Yeah.
Well, it's up to Matt what he wants.
So
Yeah.
if I go with the con, I'm going to be adding an additional 8 hit points.
Yeah.
And well,
You're 11 plus 8.
yeah, 11 plus 8, it'd be 19 hit points total.
So it'd be okay. So I'd be at 119
Okay.
compared to doing a feat. I'm at 111 now. So I
Yeah.
can do a feat.
But it also helps with, and I'm not trying to say you should do it, but it also
Yeah.
helps with saving throws and
Yeah, you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, saving throws mainly. But
Well, how would it help? How would the con help my saving throws?
If
that's
you
what we
have
call
to do a
for
Constitution saving throw.
poison.
I have a proficiency Constitution saving throw. of
Well, you get
5
+4
right
instead of +3. That's all.
Yeah, you'd add +1 to the thing. It's mostly the hit points.
But you can get a feat if you want instead. That's fine too.
Crap.
So if you want to look at the feats and you don't have to decide right now.
Yeah.
Look at the feats and see what you think there as well. You might want to have another feat as well. That's fine.
When Azul levels up, does Sorcerer get the ability to get another? He gets one more spell, but is it from the spell list he has, or can he pick another one?
No, he's wild magic. Sorcerers are
Okay.
sorcerers can do it inertly or whatever it is, innately.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As a-
So he can get another spell.
Yeah, so I'll figure out what,
Yeah, you can think about it.
but I'll get another spell, and then most likely I'm gonna cancel out a cantrip because I got this frostbite con
you can't-
save. I thought when I leveled up, I can switch my cantrip for another cantrip.
Yes, you cannot switch a cantrip for a higher level spell. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
misunderstood.
you're fine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Because I got this frostbite last time I leveled up, thinking it'd be good, which is a con save 2d6 and a disadvantage to their next attack. But Ron has not let me utilize that. So
Huh?
Plus, that does cold damage, right?
yeah.
And
which
most
is
of our
bad.
opponents are cold creatures.
I know. So.
Oh yeah, that's why.
All right.
That's why. Yeah.
Ron's like, yeah, just no more fire magic.
And then also, if I wanted a different spell, like I can get rid of a spell, right?
I think 2.
Yeah, you can exchange
2. And then add the new ones.
two per level.
I think so. Just 2. You
Okay.
can exchange 2, and then you get to add, I think, whatever the
new
list
one.
says. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
I think that's what it is.
I'm tempted to take the drow.
You want to
high
look?
magic
Can you look that up
feat,
for
but-
me, Peter, about the sorcerer?
Yes. What are we
If-
looking for?
Just give him his spell. How
Give
many
it to him,
spells?
Peter.
The spell
How many
list.
spells? How many spells
That's,
he's got?
you said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever.
He's got. Yeah, I'll tell you.
And then
I believe it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. I'll tell you right now.
oh, you guys want to look around for treasure? Okay.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so
Or just text him. or
so
send him
you
in the chat.
you got 5 cantrips.
Yep.
Uh, you have 4 first level spells.
Okay.
You
Yep.
have 3 second level spells. You
Spell
have 3
slots.
third. Right, spell slots. Yeah. 3 third level spells
Okay.
and
Yes.
2 fourth level spells. So
Okay,
spells
so
spells known. It should be 9 total.
Okay.
So yeah, you can have 9 spells to choose from in your list. That's different from the spell slot that he just listed off to you.
Okay.
So you can have up to 9
Yeah.
spells.
So
and you can-
I have 9 on the dot,
okay, so you can change out 2 of those if you want.
and then add a new one.
Yeah.
Does that include cantrips?
No, cantrips. That only
Separate.
includes his powerful spells. The
First
cantrips
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he always has those 5 cantrips.
Yeah.
He can change them out, but he's got 5 of those cantrips all the time.
Okay. Cool. I'll definitely go through. I'll go through this. And
Yeah. So you go through it.
by
Yeah.
next week, I'll.
That's fine.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I'll if you need me to send you a spell list, Azul, I can.
Please do. Actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure, I can do that.
Thank
yeah,
you.
You got
Appreciate
it.
it.
You got it.
Okay, so
I'm assuming I'm
Yeah.
I'm pretty much maxed out on hit points because right now I'm at 69.
Oh well, roll. You didn't. I
Right.
don't think you rolled.
No. You can always get more hit points when you level up. That's-
Oh well,
Oh,
he
okay.
also he also gets an ability feat
Score.
improvement, or a feat.
A feat or ability score. Yeah.
Right.
What's that?
This ability score. You at 8th level you get to choose an ability score. You can improve your charisma.
What's
or
your charisma right now?
Constitution.
What's your charisma? The smaller number, like 18, 19, 20.
Oh, Ron, you're gonna hate me.
18.
So you can go to 20 if you want, because that's your spellcasting one.
Yeah.
Okay,
then
I'll
then-
do that.
it'll give you more damage to some of those spells.
And
that you
spell
have.
attacks and
Yep.
the DC, the difficulty class.
Yeah, his DC
So that's
will
plus-
go up.
So +1 to your spell attacks and to the difficulty class of the spell, And yeah, that's going to be Brad. You got to help him later on that.
I'm
Or
gonna
I got it.
write that down right now. I got an email Marco.
because
Thank you.
Spells. You got it.
all right. I think we're done here for now. Okay, who wants to search what?
Wait, are we fighting again? Because if
No.
so, I do want to roll for hit points.
Oh, roll. Oh, sorry. Yeah, roll for hit points. D8. You can reroll your ones. And
So just 1d8.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a D8 for sorcerers. 5. That's good. And if you have a Constitution bonus, you can add to that as well.
Matt, did you pick con or are you picking up? We're gonna look at the feats.
I'm gonna look at the feet.
Okay.
So +3.
Okay, so 8.
Oh wait, the Constitution in the saving throws box.
No. just the Constitution and the regular bonus.
Oh yeah, so plus 3. Plus
Yeah,
3.
plus 3.
So 8, and I'm
Uh-huh.
good.
Add 8 to your
Okay.
69. That's your max.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Who wants to look at the dead frost giants? They do have, they could have trinkets hanging off of them or on their bodies.
I'll
Maybe
roll
some of
for
them
one.
have survived enough to still be sellable or whatever.
Let Ballard cast guidance.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And whoever is, we should have our highest investigation and perception.
It's
More
either
people do it.
perception or
Investigate, right?
no survival. Investigate's more for like libraries and
Okay.
kind of rooms and stuff. The way I do it anyway.
That's fine.
Perception or survival to me.
Okay. What's survival? Is that also a wisdom?
Yeah, it might be. So who wants to roll?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
D20.
Plus a D4.
Yeah.
So D20 and then hit the plus sign, the 4. Oh no, I'm adding 4 onto the roll.
No, add a D4, the dice. So
Oh.
D4, D20, and plus your
Make it all right.
perception or survival bonus. You can put that in the plus part. Perception.
I'm
Plus
rolling a D4.
3. Plus 3.
15. Okay, yeah, you don't really find anything on this dude.
Dang it.
I can just
Dang it!
picture him. Dang it! There's
Yeah.
nothing here.
He's looking around at these giant bones, looking through them, his rib cage, and all the rotted
Man.
chain or
Hey
whatever
guys, we killed a
leather
bunch
and
of
hide.
losers. They don't have any stuff.
They don't
This-
have anything good.
Didn't this come with a god?
We killed a bunch of
Just my
broke
luck.
boys, and now there ain't nothing.
All right, who wants to search the second giant? Anyone? Anyone?
Huh.
Anyone? Anyone?
My foundry's not working for me right
I've
now.
got +4. Ballard, do you know your perception off the top of your head?
Yeah, it's plus 11.
You want to roll or
Yeah, I've been trying, but foundry's not working for me right now, so I gotta fire it back up. Hold on one second.
Good.
Okay,
good.
sure.
Someone with a lesser perception roll could do it.
Magnus? What's your what's yours?
I have a plus. My perception is a +2, so
Perfect.
All
I
right.
could try it.
Mine's a +4, but
Okay.
Let me see if this thing's gonna work or not.
Whoa!
19.
Well, plus a D4 because I'm assuming Ballard is going to be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
did you
I'll
look in
cast
there?
guidance.
Did you look over? Did you lift up the hides?"
Look up there.
That's the way Ballard talks, by the way.
Cut open their stomach. Yeah,
wow.
exactly. Cut them open. What did they eat?
Add a D4 to your roll.
And a D4. Okay.
Freaking Ron, you meanie.
22. All
Much better.
right, roll a 1D4.
Let me try. Where is that spell?
Roll a 1D20. Roll a 1D20 again.
3 threes in a row.
10 trinkets.
10 trinkets.
Pull off.
Okay.
Little trinkets off this giant. You rolled a 22, so one more roll. Roll a 1d6. Alright, roll a 2d20.
2d20.
Yeah. So,
Get those fancy dice.
108 gold coins. You
108
find
gold.
It's nice.
find a crusty old little pouch or giant pouch, and sitting around in there
Well, let's
was
go.
Go,
right.
you know, along with the scalps of some human heads and stuff. You find some gold coins.
All right.
Old though. Oral is just sort of a shadowy shape of what was
Husk.
there.
Yeah.
But you do have these two
Alright.
winter wolves, so you know, if anyone rolls a good survival, they could get some wolf pelts off of it.
Alright. That's my survival. I'll try survival.
Anybody want to have a go
I'm
at
actually
it?
not bad at it. +5. Yeah, I'll try it. Why not?
Okay.
Second.
Oh,
Near.
well, +6.
Yep.
Try the second one just to see if you can
Alright.
redeem yourself.
Try it again here.
I mean, unless somebody
See
else.
what
wants.
chance I have. These nice dice. They're so sweet to me right now. There's even less for you. Here you go. How about a 4? A 14.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say you get 2 wolf furs. Just kind of basic furs, enough
Yep.
to get 2 wolf furs.
Alright.
And then there's meat on them too, so I'll just say 100 pounds of meat if you want to write that down.
Alright. 100 pounds of meat.
If anybody wants
Pounds of
to
meat.
write that down. You
I'll
get your
get
slaves
it.
there, so.
Yeah.
The mammoth's gone, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had to come out of polymorph in order to do all this stuff, so.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. 2 wolf pelts and 100 pounds of meat.
Hot dang.
If anybody wants to
Look
go down
like
into
kings.
the treacherous, cold, icy river to check out those frozen, you guys, I'm sure you burnt them or shot them.
I will. I haven't rolled yet, so I might as well. And I think I'm done with my choices here. So,
All right, so go ahead and roll out.
and we're rolling.
I'm gonna say you tripped, fell, broke your ankle, froze it, whatever. Then you took a long rest and it all healed up. All right.
Okay.
But
Works
go ahead and
for
roll.
Survival or perception, you said?
Yeah, either one of those.
Okay. Oh, not so good. I'm gonna reroll with I'm gonna waste an inspiration.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
On
Yeah,
search for a
inspiration.
couple of trinkets? Okay.
Yeah, why
Huh.
not? And I forgot to include the guidance anyway, so
Uh-oh. Yeah, go ahead and put that on there.
yeah.
I give you inspiration for this.
Computer frozen.
14. Yep. Oh well, I'm out of inspiration now too. So
I was hoping
That's
to give you
all right.
one if you're going to use it for treasure shirts.
Can I
Kirok has plenty for the whole group. So
can I check the things in the river?
No, he did. That was it.
Oh, he did. That was it. All right.
all right,
All right, we done here?
I guess so.
I certainly am. Yeah.
Unless
All right. I'm going to say you guys are.
Crazy like a fox.
Okay, so here's the map. Well, as soon as it loads for you guys. Discuss amongst yourselves.
how long is it to East Haven from where we're at?
A few hours.
A few hours. Okay.
You guys do pretty good time now.
Okay.
With all your
I see.
snow, all your crampons.
Mush it to East Haven.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's vamoose.
Going to East Haven?
Nice, yeah. Resting
Yeah,
up.
we were gonna try and sell some stuff off while we were there too, right? Re-equip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if so much we need to re-equip. We just need to decide where we're going next because we're kind of run out of places to go.
Yeah. The woodsman's shed or cabin, Caer Dineval,
Yeah.
Trying to think what else we had on the. Oh, Revel's End, which is even further up that way.
Yeah. It's all up north.
Cool. So we're in East Haven.
Okay, so this is the town where the Dwargar. Here, if you want to zoom out, the Dwargar over here were haunting it, and looting the area, and people were afraid. And now these are new lights now.
New lights. Okay.
Yeah, because it was all dark before.
Oh, I got you. All right.
And they used to have the sacrifices up on the hill over here.
Yeah.
With the Frostmaiden.
Perhaps our friend the dwarf was able to convince the people.
What are these?
It was this. This was
No,
the
that was
town
Bryn
where they
Shander.
had the witch,
that was
right?
the dwarf, that's right.
The armor.
Ron, what's all this here? What are these?
I'm getting the town's confused.
You don't know now. Let's say you're coming along and you can see the town, and you knew before that the southern area was all darkened, and now there's some lights there. But you guys liberated the southern area from the Dwargar.
Yeah.
Because remember they were sort of terrorizing with the mind mastery and making people attack each other, and were afraid, so they're all afraid. But and now they're you got rid of the Frostmaiden, so the town is I'm assuming better now.
Is this the town that had Villain and the undead
Yes.
servants? Okay,
And you encountered her in this building here
that's what I was wondering.
previously. Not to say she's there now. Let me go to East Haven as well. So East Haven is not as big as Bryn Shander, but it's the second biggest town. Speaker Whalen is up probably here in this area. I mean, you can just go. I'll just tell me where you go and I'll move you. Not a big deal. I'm just kind of giving you a visual of the map. You don't have to know where everything is.
Well, that's probably a good start to talk to Speaker Whalen and see what's happened since we've left, right?
Yeah, in the weeks after we left.
Yeah.
We were last here before going to the Sunblight Fortress, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Wow, we've been away from the Tin Towns ever since.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Jeez.
you come back as heroes to Whalen.
Awesomeness.
I'm sorry, what?
I said awesomeness.
Oh.
Come back as awesomeness.
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 Welcome, adventurers, heroes, saviors of East Haven. We are grateful, and we're grateful that you've returned. So tell me, what has happened? What have you been doing? Well, that was very interesting. Anyway, I can't believe you fought off the dragon and the Dwargar, and you saw Oral? Unbelievable. It's amazing. How can we help you?
Reunited the Goliath tribe.
Oh, wow, yes, that was fantastic.
Destroyed the mines, freed the slaves.
Oh, yes, they've
Yeah, they
come
should
through.
have a lot more townsfolk.
Yes, and some people are starting to take back their homes in the southern region.
Invented the wheel, wrote the Constitution, won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's been a good run. Yeah.
It's
You're-
been really nice.
It's been great, but you are overrated, so...
Well,
man,
what news?
I just spilled coffee in my eye.
Well, what news have you heard? I mean, since
No, there is some bad news.
yes.
Well, it appears... we have some refugees from Bryn Shander. They are being attacked terrorized by a flying drake, flying in and freezing them.
Flying Drake.
Yes, freezing the town and killing people.
A flying duck.
Damn it. But we've been taking them as best we can and helping those that have been fleeing the town.
A duck is terrorizing.
No, a drake.
No, he's not a duck. He's a Canuck, if I remember right.
Right.
He's
Canard type.
Canadian,
Drake,
right?
as in a Drake mallard.
Drake's from
Yeah.
Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
A draconis! A dragon!
A dragon.
Oh, a
Oh,
dragon. Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
because you said Drake. I thought you meant a mallard.
Yeah.
But a mallard!
Duck.
No.
A big old duck, because that would be good eating.
Well,
Dragon tastes good too. Okay.
And
Yes.
and it's and where did they last see it?
if I don't know, you'd have to ask them. The townspeople. Many of the people that have fled says it came from the north. A giant one.
Where did they last see it? Back in Bryn Shander. That's why they got out of town.
That's right.
Yes, he's the smart one of your crew, I see.
Yeah.
I guess he is. Yes.
Well, gents, do we need to go back to... What color is this drake?
White. It's
White.
It's one of those.
Oh, one of those.
They're white dragons.
Wait, we
Those dragons
fought-
of snow and freeze.
We fought white dragons back in the where the berserkers were.
Yes. Oh, you did you?
Yes.
Well, I don't think this was the same dragon. This one is
No,
huge
we
and
killed
covers
them.
the sky, they say. And
Huge.
freezes
Yeah.
swaths of buildings and then crushes the buildings open and then eats them frozen, like crunching them. Like it eats them when they're frozen. It does.
It covers the
Common
sky,
circles.
so it means it's bigger. It means it's bigger than the ones we fought.
Yeah.
You fought
Wow.
How many dragons did you fight?
Magnus? None.
I fought. Well, yeah.
I see
was
that-
down for the count.
I see the drow and the dwarf don't get along in your group, I see.
Oh my god.
Nah.
See, Magnus
Well,
was more of a. He was
I'm
more
an ex-prisoner. He's an
Magnus was
ex-slave.
more
We're buddies.
spectating than fighting. It was definitely a spectator sport for him.
Nah, it's
I'm a
fine.
great cheerleader. I was
Well,
cheering
I
him
hope-
on while I was on the ground.
Wonderful encouragement from Magnus.
He's our emotional support dwarf.
Yes.
I hope you show more respect for your dwarven friend when you're in Bryn Shander, for the dwarves there won't take this lightly, you know. And
we're
then-
not. We don't take them.
I'm
they're the
sorry,
best.
Mayor. Did I just hear you threaten us?
No, I'm warning you about the dwarves. They don't take lightly being
okay.
seeing
Oh,
their
well,
dwarven
Lord,
brethren
thank you.
insulting.
We-
And they are the
no
best
one-
smiths in the area, you know.
we don't take dwarves lightly. We take them shortly.
Very
We have some goods to sell. Do you would any of your merchants be willing to buy?
Yes, of course. And for you all, I will make sure they give you fair prices.
Good.
Better than fair. Above market value.
Maybe you should send the Goliath back to his tribe, sir. Just saying. They're all at peace now.
We're a rowdy bunch. What can we say?
Yeah, we are. We have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think one thing we need is a good night's rest.
Yes, stay here.
We've been
Stay here.
traveling. We need a good bed and a good meal and a hot meal and
Only 10 gold. Ha ha ha! Just kidding. You all stay here as my guests.
Do you, Mayor Wayland? Do you happen to know Elaine? She was staying here when last we were here.
Oh,
She's a
We
wizard
knew
of
of-
some sort.
yes, we knew of her. She was with that Macretius, we believe.
Is
We
she
have a
still here?
warrant for her arrest if we ever find her.
Oh, what she wanted for?
Well, she was with that Macretius, who was trying to take some of the, although that was with the Frostmaiden who had us arrest him, but he was trying to take some of the dead. He's a necromancer, you know. He was trying to take some of the dead to go up north or something. She was with him, I believe, a cohort of his. Supposedly they stole stuff from the Wizards Guild or Wizards Academy in Bryn Shander as well. Some tomes.
Is there a reward out for her arrest?
Oh, not really. We just
They'd like to see her
just don't have
arrested.
those kind of funds really.
Hmm.
With
It's a
what is going on around here, we're just trying to rebuild the town.
Sure.
Discretionary funds being what they are. They've spent the last of petty cash on just trying to keep each other warm and whatnot. So
Gentlemen, do we need to find a healer? Or I'm just trying to think of resources we might take advantage of while we're here in town, besides the inn.
Healer for what?
To healing potions,
Oh, well,
things of that nature.
you do know in Bryn Shander they had the Lund of the Druid.
Yeah.
They make healing potions.
Well, Reese is contemplating weighing the pros and cons of going back to Bryn Shander versus if we can outfit here and
Yeah, they're talking about a dragon and whatnot.
yeah, we've got
Can't have that
I guess
happening.
we've got a conscience, don't we? All right,
Yeah.
we're going
I don't know
to
if
Bryn
we've got a
Shander.
conscience
I guess-
so much. We just
We'll
know if
stay
we
the night.
drop a dragon, there might be treasure about. If we track it back to its lair or whatever.
This town is more of a workman's town, fishermen, woodsmen, huntsmen. If you're looking really for the best in I can see you loaded with treasure there. If you're looking for that, Bryn Shander may be the town. Although, it's it's been getting beat down just like the rest of us for the last 2 years. So,
Certainly.
but now with this drake flying, terrorizing them from the skies and freezing their streets and their buildings. Who knows what's left of the more learned and powerful folk there.
Well, how about we spend the night here, gents, and then in the morning head to Bryn Shander and see what we can do
Strike
for
out.
him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah, I think
get
so.
That way we get a long rest and
Yeah.
can recover from our war wounds.
hot meal in our belly and
Well, you can
some
have one of
ale
our.
and-
I can have my cook fix up some of your meat there. You have make you a fine meal,
Sure. And,
the best.
Yeah, and then we can sell whatever items we
Yeah.
have to sell.
Yeah, they don't really have a whole lot of
You
funds
know,
or
they-
anything to buy.
They
anything
probably don't
from
have
us,
much.
so-
They don't have much,
Yeah.
right?
So, as a party, would you guys want to hand over this meat to these people?
Well, just enough for you guys. He's not taking it any more than what you would eat. So
Oh, okay.
Well-
Yeah. Then
I mean, unless you want to
absolutely.
give him some, but he's not.
Yeah, I just figured it'd be enough to get them through the hard, what's left of the hard winter, but it's 100 pounds of meat. Feed some people, as long as they don't
Well, if you're willing to give us
price it
some, we'd
exorbitantly
appreciate it.
and rip people off.
We have, while it's still a trek up the lake, we have reopened the fishing, and the huntsmen are trying to go out there and look for some, but yeah, food is scarce. We just need to get this winter dread over with soon. Everyone is running out of the stores and their grains and their.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'd best.
Dang it, I forgot to do.
Plus, we remember where I don't know.
Hey. Anybody have animal handling? Maybe we could turn this white
I've
dragon
got
into a mount.
I've got a plus three animal
Oh,
handling.
nat 20.
Plus 3.
There you go.
Nat 20! Everybody, you get the finest meal. They bring out the mead.
Oh,
Everyone but Kirok gets an inspiration point.
I mean, I've
I'll
got
store
like
it.
8, so
You said 5. You had 5, dude. I think I have 4. You used
they
one.
grow.
what do I need another inspiration point for? I
Yeah.
got so many.
He's
He
got
is the
in, like,
inspiration.
You need to use them. That's the sad.
Gotta use
I could be.
I gave
Yeah.
one away to Markel last
I know,
week.
Oh
but
my
I could be giving
gosh.
you more. That's the thing. If you'd use these, I could give you more.
He is the inspiration.
So
of
you're
the
actually
That's it.
you're actually handicapping yourself.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
everyone but Kirok gets an inspiration point.
So we
So
have
when
a
it-
good. we
I
have a good
mean,
meal.
you all
That's
have
good.
one
Yeah.
or two each. That's it. Not
I'm
5.
gonna lay down
I
with
have
a full
0,
belly.
so thank you.
Yeah. I'll lay down on my cot with a full belly, and as I drift off to sleep, I'm gonna dream of Kirok riding into battle on that woolly mammoth, and I'm to the sound of Peter Cetera in Chicago singing "You're the Inspiration."
I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
pretend I know that
I love-
song.
I love my I love my party so much.
In order for him to really ride in on it, he's going to need some sort of tackle on that thing. Some sort of
yeah.
I would be riding into Dr. Dre's "Let Me Ride."
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what's that song they play in one of the Thor movies where he's riding in with it? You know what music I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One of the where he's
It's
in
Led
there with
Zeppelin,
the
isn't it?
Valkyries or
It's Led Zeppelin.
yeah. Which song is that?
I don't remember the name
Oh gosh. It's at the tip
of it. Yeah, I
of
know
my
what you're
tongue.
talking about.
Or
I didn't listen to Led Zeppelin in my church, so.
or I would go with Chameleonaires. They see me rolling. Hey,
I can see that.
riding dirty. Watch me riding dirty. Watch me riding
You're
woolly.
petting-
Don't watch me
you're petting the
riding
woolly
woolly.
mammoth,
Don't watch me
yeah.
riding woolly.
Yeah, but you're going to need...
Magnus says, "What do you have for
Stomping.
ale in this town?
Right. We
What-
be
what?
stomping
What kind of ale
through
do you
the
have?"
forest.
Well, not
Crushing
much.
Ale with
trees,
my
watch
meal.
me rocks, riding woolly. Watch me
Your
riding
Goliath is an
woolly.
obnoxious fellow, let me tell
Catch me
you.
riding woolly. Catch me riding woolly.
Yeah. He likes to sing.
Yeah, well...
I'm a Goliath bard. Get over it.
That would.
Oh,
that's
that
an
would be a
awesome
riot.
idea. Yeah.
Actually, Matt, you should play a bard next year.
Next time.
Because you
get
love to
bar.
talk. You love to, like, try to persuade.
I do.
He'd
Alright.
be a great.
I like
bard,
crushing
yeah.
things with my hands too, though.
Crush their spirits.
So what I would do is I would do it like the mountain in Game of Thrones. where I
Matt would
sing a
love
song,
vicious mockery.
but I would sing to a song to him first, and then crush the head.
Please
Okay, well,
let
there's
him
that too.
multiply.
No
I would be like,
multi-class.
I would club the enemy, and then pick him up and sing "Boys to Men." How hard it is to say goodbye yesterday, and then
Well, you can do
That's
that now,
it.
so
yeah.
I'm not stopping you from doing that right now.
Okay. Are you ready to die? It's so
I think you have done that.
hard
He'll be
to
raging.
say
Hit me with your best
goodbye.
shot.
Okay, add two to your ability score then.
Add 2 to my what score?
I mean, to your charisma score.
Right, okay.
Charisma.
No, don't do it unless you want it. But that's that. You can just do that. What's your charisma anyway?
Yeah, don't
My
boost your
charisma is
stats
11,
unless
and
you
I
want
have
better
no bonus
numbers.
to it.
Yeah.
Look, maybe there's a bard feat you can pick. I guess. Anyway.
Isn't
Anyway, all right.
Sure.
So yeah, East Haven is more of a workman's town
Okay.
business, whereas Bryn Shander is more of the magical, the arcana, that kind of thing.
yeah.
Which is what the speaker.
You saying those
Explains
dwarves in Bryn Shander aren't workers? They don't.
Oh,
work?
they're hard workers, but lots
Well,
of
that's
magic
what he's
and
saying.
lots of
That's what I heard.
craftsmanship.
They're not workmen.
I heard they was lazy.
No, they work.
Hey,
But with the
dwarves.
magics, they work with the magics.
They were shiftless, lazy people. What he said.
You're calling dwarves lazy?
Nah, that's what he said.
Yeah, not
And
I
you.
know.
Him.
I know hard-working dwarves. Hard-working dwarves made my fine axe.
Those are the ones. Yes, then those are the ones in Bryn Shander,
A hardworking. I'm sorry. Never mind. I don't want to ask.
I think.
I didn't hear. I didn't
Or
hear.
was it at
that.
Targos? Did you get it? Your
Where
axe?
was it at Targos?
It might have been Targos.
Because that one
No,
guy
the
was
dwarves-
hiding there.
Oh yeah. I think that was Targos. Boy,
Yes,
that
there's
was
one store in Targos that sells armor and stuff, but he gets most of his stuff from Bryn Shander.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an importer.
Yeah.
Like the black. What was that? Black Iron. Was that his name?
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are gonna head off to Bryn Shander?
There is a performer feat, Ron. Increase your charisma score by 1. Also gain proficiency in performance skill. During your performance, you can distract one humanoid you can see. Make a charisma check, contrasted by their wisdom. If you succeed, then you grab the humanoid's attention enough that it makes checks with disadvantage until you stop performing.
There you go, Kira.
They should call that distracting feat. Anyway. Yeah, we have an awesome barbarian.
All right, everyone.
An awesome barbarian.
Yeah.
Barbarian.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo.
Better than the average bear.
More than the average bear.
That's awesome.
But before you go, here's the map where you're at. Who's slowest here? Markel is the slowest, right?
My turn?
No, the your turn. What are you? Where have you been?
Yeah.
What are you
I
doing?
thought that's what you said. No, I thought you said Markel, it's your turn.
Yep.
You're slow to load.
Rolled
the
a hit.
maps. Okay, so yeah, you're coming off East Haven.
So
If
we're
you guys
all healed, by the way.
Yes.
Guys, don't forget to
Yeah, we're
restore
all,
your hit
Okay.
points.
we're all spelled up. We're
Yeah.
all healed.
Full of belly.
Yep.
All good.
New day, new spells,
It's a new season.
new mistakes.
All right, where you guys
It's
headed?
a new day.
We're heading to Bryn Shander, right?
Yeah, we've got to go save him from the dragon.
Fresh anointed.
So I suppose going to Goodmead first. That's on the way, if I recall.
Yeah, you can stop there if you want.
Or does the road do a straight shot?
Yeah, you can do a straight shot to Bryn Shander.
Let's just do that. The fastest route. I didn't realize Targos was that close to it.
Just like sort of down the hill and
the maps
by
are
the
definitely
lake.
better in Foundry.
okay.
Okay, do we see a dragon? Be very quiet. I'm hunting dragons.
All right, you guys get to this gate and you realize it's frozen over with ice. Right over there.
Well, Bryn
Good thing we got-
is frozen loading at 98%.
Oh,
I think we got through in time.
you're at the east gate, and it is. You can see the ice utterly covered it, so it's totally ruined. Like you have to go around. Go around! Oh, it's ruined! Go around! Says
All
someone
right.
from the
Well,
top.
I guess we go around the way they
But-
tell us to.
You see the dragon breath is frozen over, and some of it's been destroyed, but it's just so much frozen ice there they can't pick it off or anything. So which way do you go, north or south? Oh, go south! Go south! The south gate.
So we should have brought the working men with us from the other town so they could chip all this ice off.
Yes. Oh, you should have. My wrist hurt. My wrist is limp. I can't do it. You should have brought some workers.
Oh, they'll be here soon enough if they're from here.
A bunch of dwarves complaining of carpal tunnel.
Whose idea? Great.
Ah, the
Whose
dwarves just
idea
go
was
in their
it-
tunnels.
Whose idea was it to free the slaves? Jeez. We need some free labor.
All right, you go to the south gate.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, it's open.
They're not joking.
Okay.
That's a bit of a trek. Goodness gracious.
2 days
We're
later,
gonna have to
you
eat
get
the dogs.
Yeah.
there. The speaker's there, and
Yep.
so
Well,
she
why doesn't
of
she
course,
speak?
Remembers you.
I should hope so. She nearly went mad and we resuscitated
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
Speaker Duvessa. Now she's even worse for wear because a dragon.
Dragon.
We're being attacked. When will this end? Ah!
We
Ah!
came running as soon as we heard. We've killed 2 dragons lately since
This
the last
is
we saw you.
This is a dragon that covers the sky. It's so big.
Dragons tend to do that, yes.
We're here to help you.
We've got our secret weapon here, and I point to Magnus. He may not look like much, but let me tell you, every dragon that's met him has not survived yet.
Neither is Magnus. He's
All right.
fallen down throughout the
I
battle.
elbow him.
This dragon's name is Cryovig. And it has
What?
told us.
Cryogen?
Cryovig.
Like if I die, he can freeze my head until science can bring me back?
Cryovig. Wow,
Cryovig.
Ah.
Okay.
And he is threatened.
Cryo-Crave.
He says this is his town now, and we are his cattle.
Cattle?
Yes, he's killed quite many have fled, but he's taken quite a few from the northern area of the town.
Oh, so he took prisoners?
ate.
He took people away with
No,
him?
he ate them.
Eight?
And
Oh, wow.
he attacked the Griffin's Nest. And took the ladies' griffins and killed them and ate them. This dragon now hibernates, and when it is done feeding off of them, it will return.
When
Does
is
he-
that?
Does he have a pattern when he returns?
I don't know, but this is the first attack. He attacked us for several days until he got what he wanted, his fill, and then has not returned now for several days. Well, the lady from the Griffin's Nest may be able to tell you more. She knows about this dragon.
Oh,
Okay.
wonderful. Let's go speak to the lady from the Griffin's Nest.
Dashara.
Okay.
Is the Griffin's Nest an inn or a tavern or something?
No, she had griffins.
Oh,
You guys know about her. You
wow.
guys have met her. She was going to send you up on
It's been
griffins.
a long time.
Yeah,
You know.
before. And warned about the dragons before. And
Mm,
was asking you to help, but you decided to go the other way.
okay.
And now look what has happened. Thanks.
I wasn't here
Right.
for that, so
No,
I
neither
don't
was
really
I.
share the blame.
You know what? You're with the crew,
I'm
so...
gonna
Yeah,
let that all
we're
fall.
here with
on
these
the other
stooges.
people.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
just
the
review this
predecessors.
town for you guys, just so you guys remember.
The blame
Um,
falls on us by falls on us by association.
Yeah,
The
it doesn't
Forge
just rain
Masters...
on one man, it
We
rains on
are
us
the
all.
only people who have done anything for these people.
Well, others might have done stuff, but, you just stepped in. Whatever. All right, the Forge Masters is where, like, these gnomes...
say-
these little gnomes and a couple doors kind of, and the fire lights the fire, the fire fires the fire, they're kind of like a little fire freaks, and they're good at making stuff. The Dwarven Conclave is where you guys, they like you guys because you feed them meat.
Yeah.
And
You have
they-
been here
they have
before,
this whole-
Ballard, because they've got this is where the Druids Grove is at.
Yeah.
right?
So Ballard knows the Druids,
Okay.
and so you're Loon the Druids over here. The Wizard Academy here. That's really all you've done here, I think. And the Griffin's Nest is up here, but it's not lit up anymore.
I don't think we actually visited that place.
Which place?
Griffin's Nest.
Well, she's
Yeah,
the one
you
that
did.
told you guys that they're having trouble with dragons.
Did we?
You
Okay.
abandoned them instead of fighting a dragon at like second level. How dare you?
Yeah, you guys just
Oh,
took...
come on, man. It was at least third.
We could have taken her.
Yeah.
Them.
There was
Hey.
an actual discussion about it.
Okay, so who wants to do
Can
what
we
in this
actually
town?
take a
Like, who wants
dragon
to?
third
The Dwarven Conclave is your best bet for as far as the wealthiest people still in the town that still can trade, because they have. Magnus probably knows this, but they have tunnels and stuff, and they're not as afflicted by the winter dread as the humans and everyone else, right? So
Have
they're a
better
little
food
more.
supply.
Yeah, they're a little more. I don't know if devious is the right word, but they're a little more cunning in surviving this winter dread than the other races. Matt,
What?
what do you do? You're surrounded.
By nobody. I'm just waiting on you to stop going to the
Surrounded.
room.
Stop blabbing.
Yeah,
The DM
man.
blabbing. All right.
Wah,
All of you guys have got trinkets to sell
Yeah,
or
yeah.
things
Heck
to
yeah.
buy.
I've been waiting.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I've been waiting. You haven't talked to me in like 10 minutes. I'm just sitting here waiting.
all right, Kirok. What do you
All right.
want to do, Kirok? You want to? I'm just gonna go right to like wherever you want. You go to Wizard Academy. Go to the Druids. Tell me what you want to do.
Pick a place.
or to
doesn't
the
matter.
Forge Masters. Or if you just want to sell off your stuff, let's just do some rolls and see what you get coin wise.
I wanted to go to the Dwarven Conclave.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if my axe could be improved anymore.
Yes.
And yeah, stuff like
Probably. Maybe. I mean, I would think so. Do you have gems of? Do you have any gems of enchantment?
that. No, not that special.
You don't have any. So, how much money you got?
A lot.
Okay, that's what we need to figure out. Why don't you add up what you can as far as coin, and then we need to figure out how many trinkets you have, and cash those
my
out.
Lord, how many trinkets I have?
Exactly. We need to cash those out. All of you need to figure that out.
Would we get the most from the dwarves for
Yeah.
the trinkets? Okay.
Yeah, and I'll give you and it's sort of it's a trade roll to see what per group of trinkets, what value you get out of it.
Okay. Because I've got one I wanted to take to the Wizard Academy,
Yeah, so we'll hold on to that.
and Matt's got
Well, who's ready? Who's ready to?
Matt's got the book we found too that we were going to take to them.
Yeah, I've got the manual of question mark as well
Oh.
as the Dwarven Elixir of question mark.
Oh, okay. And
For the Dwarven Elixir, we could.
they're going to tell
Would
you.
we
what
do
it
that
is.
with the dwarves or?
Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Either one, they'll tell you.
It's a
Yeah,
Dwarven
because you
Elixir
guys
of
you guys are heroes to the town, so they're going to help. They're going to give you what you want. Okay, so what was it again? Sorry, the book.
the manual of question mark
Yeah, it
Oh,
was a
this
manual of-
is.
and the Dwarven Elixir of
See if I
question
can
mark.
find it.
He's going to roll randomly again.
Okay, this one. No, I have it noted. This is a magical manual, as we call MM. It's a manual of, and this is a choice. As you read it, is a feat. You get a feat from this manual. Another, yeah. So if you study this manual, you will gain a feat. However, it's
anybody
only
do
in
that?
Drow.
Dirty feet.
No, just
Something
kidding.
in what?
Drow. No, just kidding.
There's only one feat I can think of. That's a drow feat.
No, so yeah,
Oh my
it's a
gosh.
manual of a feat. So whoever reads it will gain a feat.
Okay, I'm reading it now.
Wow.
He's reading it now. You don't want to share that with
Oh,
your
look,
adventurers?
it looks like Brother Barona wrote this, and it's the feat is to endure his bad cooking.
Wow.
Someone just wow. I never seen anyone waste a manual like that. But oh well. No, anyway,
No,
so that's
he's
what that
kidding,
is.
he's kidding.
And what was the other thing?
There ought to be a feat called Iron
Elixir. Okay, the elixir
Dwarven
is
Elixir of
Gut. What's the
question mark.
elixir?
elixir of Constitution. It will add 1 to the Constitution ability score.
Oh wow! Is
That's
that
a
a permanent one?
Plus 1 to Constitution.
Oh,
Permanently?
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just 1, not
I'm-
2.
Yeah, okay, I'm drinking that right now.
The
Chug.
barbarian wastes no
Goodness,
time.
no time.
He pours it on the book.
Chugging his
and
potion
raises
while
the
he's reading the book.
I'm reading the book, drinking the potion at the same
Yeah.
time,
All
sipping
right,
on
so-
that scissor.
So your Constitution is now
Eating,
17,
sipping.
Tastes like Lavoisier.
which
I
doesn't.
had,
I dig it.
I had the lordly item worth 10,000 ish
Right.
from, and you said from because I rolled
Well, it's
from
worth
a
1,000.
lost from an arcane lost empire.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one. All right, hold on, let me finish.
But
that one.
does-
Yeah, that one's a
does
good one.
Does that give me a more Constitution bonus?
No, because you need 1 more. You need to go to 18
Okay,
to get.
just asking. Okay,
But you're at
and
17.
then I gotta discover. I gotta pick a feat.
So now you have the options of 2 feats
2 feats. Yeah.
or
Two
2 ability scores. You can make that 18, and then you can add 1 to something else.
Oh, I
What's
can
that gonna
make
be
that
on a feat?
Constitution 19 and then pick a feat.
Yeah.
18,
Well,
yeah, you can
the
make it a 19.
barbarian needs 2 feats, or else he's not going to be able to walk to the next town. So.
Well, so you
True.
can get 1 feat with the manual, and then you can add 2
Right.
to your Constitution and make it a 19. Which is it still plus
Okay.
4 though? It's not plus 5, right?
No, it's +4.
Yeah, 19 is just the same as an
Yeah.
18 plus 4.
But he'd only be one
But-
away from.
Yeah, it'd be 1 away from 20. So
Yeah, 1 away from 20.
So if you have any other odd numbered stats, next time you level that gives you a bonus, you just split it.
Actually, what's your strength score?
It's already at 20.
It's already at 20. Okay.
Yeah, so you're maxed out there.
Yeah, he's
Got 14
disgusting.
for Dex. Now it's 17 for Con, 13 for Intelligence.
Well, 14 dex, you
Wisdom.
got that up to 16. That'd be pretty good. Gives you plus to your defense
True.
and saves,
He's already got a
dexterity
plus
saves.
2.
I need to look at these feats.
Mm.
But yeah, just take your
Yeah,
time.
take
but
your
we're-
time, man.
All right, let's go to the lordly item from another.
From an arcane lost empire.
Okay, they're like, oh, you know, oh. Okay, so I want you to roll your Arcana with advantage.
I'll give him
Okay.
guidance.
That's fine too,
Nice. Okay.
I can do that.
just for the fun of it.
There it is.
I can do it with any roll, Ron. Don't try to stop me with your cheating.
That is an overly abused cantrip, that's for sure.
Trying to cheat me constantly. Oh, he tramples every child in his wake. There's no children here, Ron.
23.
Did you do it with advantage?
Well, let's see if I can get
Doesn't
one
look like it.
higher than that. No, I just rolled it once because I was gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat that. So
10.
23. Yeah.
Okay, so they're looking at it going, oh, yes, this... Oh, roll a d10, by the way. Roll a d10.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, this is... Yes, this is amazing. This is incredible. This is from something we have been searching ourselves. And it may also be related to the tomes those wizards took from us. We believe there's an ancient ruins or something north of here. Very ancient, and back when the times when wizards were quite much more powerful than they are today. And they were vast cities of them, but lost thousands of years ago. This could be this artifact, this strange thing could have come from that. It looks like it. It's made from Shardolin, but it's inert. This one's harmless. It's a beautifully crafted sculpture or something, right? And they're like, and this is something from there for sure. We can tell by the material, by its material. Where did you find this?
Holy crap! I forgot where. Was it in
I mean, you just,
Sunblight? Yeah.
Yeah,
was
it's
in
nothing.
Sunblight.
Yeah, they must have found this somewhere nearby, or
Well, they did have the three mines nearby, so somebody might
Yes.
have dug it up.
the Shardolin has been known to have come from an otherworldly or magical source. And there was a tale there long ago of something happening here in Icewind Dale, many thousands of years ago. This, we would like to buy this from you we would give you many coin for it, 5,000 coin for it, 5,000 gold.
Hmm.
And if you can find anything else, any other information, it could be very important.
Well, and I pull out. I'm happy to trade. I also happen to have. We've discovered these, and I pull out the potion of intelligence +2, and the potion of underwater breathing. Would either of these be?
Well, this could be helpful to us. You don't
Something-
need these then.
No, I think that I'm not the smartest guy in the room, so I like to rely on my personality.
All right. And what then? You said trade. What is it then that you seek?
Let's see here. I don't know. You gotta. I'm afraid to ask. Holy cow! I don't even know what stuff would be good.
Well, we could switch your intelligence potion for If you're a warlock, right? A potion of charisma.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a warlock, but
It will last until one long rest until you sleep it off.
you guys got anything that would help me store a spell, like a ring or a pearl?
Oh, wait.
Anything like that?
Wait, hold on.
Well, we could give you some scrolls. We could put some.
Oh,
of your
that reminds
spells-
me. Haha. I also have 2, and you said they were blank scrolls of first level. I want to throw those into the deal because I want to try to. I'm trying to cash out to get one really useful thing.
I have a wood axe I can give you.
A what?
What?
A wood axe.
A wood axe. Maybe an animal trap might spice up the deal.
What do you? Well, do you have a magical wand, wand or staff or something, or what do you use?
I do not. I just have and I conjure it. I have my my blade.
So it's a conjured blade, not a
Yeah,
real
a
blade.
conjured blade.
So you don't really have an item that you carry as your thing.
That's correct. Yeah.
And what do you have? Like what items do you have? Rings, magical rings, or
None.
you don't have any magical rings?
Nope. I was looking for I don't know, a ring of spell storing or a pearl of power or something that's going to help me with my spell casting.
Okay. So
I
a
mean,
ring.
I'm saying these things out of character. Obviously, the character wouldn't know what they are. So.
Well, yeah, you would.
Oh, would he?
Sure.
Okay. Or I don't know. Let me see. if they
Ring
have
of spell storing. Yes, I think we can create something like that for you. What
Okay.
level? We could do a 3rd level for these items. Let's see, 5,000 coin, the potion, the water breathing. Anything else you want to give them? You gonna trade
the two blank scrolls so they can
Okay.
put whatever they want on there. Yeah. Scrolls don't really do me that much good. Well, I guess they could, but
No, you can cast a spell out of them.
yeah, but
All right. Well, they're going to give you a ring of 3rd level spell slot,
cool. Okay.
and whenever you cast a spell, you can put it in it. And you can cast your warlock spells in it. It's free. Like let's say right before you do a long rest or something.
Okay, and then save it for later.
All right.
Okay, cool.
A
Yeah,
ring
that
of
works. That's great.
3rd level spell casting.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Thank
I have a
you.
question.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. Hey, what do you guys think of Savage Attacker feat? 1 per turn when you roll damage for a melee weapon attack, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice and use either total.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it sounds kind of minor.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good use
Once
of your
per-
feet.
Well, once per turn. I mean, that's okay. That's actually quite often.
Once per turn?
Yeah,
But
you can re-roll the damage dice. Yeah.
But you do a lot of damage as it is.
I mean, that's
He does
giving
tons
your
of damage.
damage advantage. So
Do like what is it? Mobility is a real good one. What's the one that gives you +4 to your initiative?
Alert.
Alert.
Yeah,
Alert
that's
is
true.
ridiculous.
That would help.
You've already done great weapon fighting. You can isn't there one that focuses on axes? Isn't there like a feat that has axe as the focus? I can't remember what it's called. It's like, hold on.
Axe
An
this.
axe is a.
I'll axe the DM. Hold on.
Savage attack.
You mean the slasher feat? Is that what you mean?
It's something like that. It's one of those ones that came out. Let me see.
The axe
5 bonus
does
to
slashing
initiative.
damage, right?
Yeah.
Slasher, increase your strength or dex by 1 once per turn when you hit a creature with an attack that deals this type of damage. You can reduce the speed of the target by 10 feet. When you score a crit that deals slashing damage, you grievously wound it until
Yeah.
the start of your next turn. The target has disadvantage on all attacks. Yeah, I mean,
Hold on.
just
I'm
depends.
finding it.
Confusing.
I don't think
It's
that's
a
the one. You're
feat.
thinking.
No. Hold on. It's not slasher.
5e feet.
Skill. Sentinel. Sentinel's a nice one. Now the beauty of Sentinel is if something tries to get away from you, you can roll an attack of opportunity, and it drops their speed to 0, so they can't escape.
I read that.
And then if they attack somebody within 5 feet of you that's not you, you get a free reflex on them. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a real good one.
Oh, here's one, but it's a homebrew Axe Master.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find. There's
It's not.
Piercer. You're not a Piercer guy. These stuff.
All right, who? Anyone else ready to cash out or trade?
I guess I should figure out how many trinkets I have.
Yes. Just
Or
total.
I'm going to be completely honest. I have lost count. Like I have got trinkets written down. So many
Okay.
places on this piece
You know
of
what?
paper.
You just throw them. You just push them across the table to the dwarves.
I look like one of those kids at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
a big pile of trinkets in my arms and just drop it on the counter.
Do you
and
have
be
it? Other than that, do you have like any lordly ones? Or legend? I don't think you have any legendary because I kind of would
I
take a
don't.
note. But
I don't
No.
have any legendaries.
Okay, so you throw down all the
I
merchant and
have-
common.
And I've got 52, not 52, 5,200 gold.
Okay, so what
Wow.
you want? What's your axe right now?
My axe is,
The magical dwarven axe.
yeah, Dwarven Axe, +1 magic, crit 1920.
It's. I thought it was +2 magic.
You're right, it's +2. We changed it.
Crits on a 1920. Yeah.
2d12.
It does 2d12.
Yeah.
Because I think you've only been doing 1d12.
I was saying d12 plus d6. You said that initially, but then
Oh.
it says 2d12.
Okay, yeah.
And then I've got that throw and return bonus.
Yeah, that's an axe.
And then I can re-roll 1 on damage if I get a 1.
Wow, you got a pretty good axe there.
Yeah. And the next thing, it should be able to shoot firebolts.
Why would you want to shoot firebolts? You freaking want to swing the axe.
I mean,
I have a quick question.
Kind of like Lionel in Thundercats. Just have my axe sometimes. And sometimes.
Thunder ho! That's awesome.
He's got a jewel in his hilt. You know, it looks cool. Shooting firebolts out the jeweled hilt.
Excuse me.
I know
God
what.
bless you.
You have
Thank you.
cleaving. So, cleaving is.
That's what a man's supposed to do with his wife.
Huh?
Wow.
I mean, it's true. That's what a man's supposed to do with his wife. Supposed to cleave to her. And
Cling to her, right? Not cleave.
cleave.
Is
No,
that the right
cleave.
word?
Cleave is the word.
Cleave is. Well, I'm
Read your-
talking
I
the
don't
other
know what
cleave.
none of you
Read
guys
your
are
King
talking
James,
about.
Ron. Cleave.
I'm the other cleave. The cleave where you cleave someone or many. So you swing
cleave.
through.
You cleave her in twain.
There's that cleave too.
So I'm going to say this. They give you cleaving, which is like they balance it and make it so that you can really swing it past one
There you
person.
go.
So if you're
Fast,
if you're
okay.
attacked or surrounded by more than anyone within 5 feet, once per turn you can cleave, which means anyone, if you have 2 or 3 people on you, all of them will get the same attack.
Ooh. So if it was cleaving, I can damage people.
2 people or 3 people. If they're within 5 feet of you. Yeah, within 5
Okay.
feet of you. And so just put cleaving and I'll know what it is.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm putting cleaving.
Once per turn, not every attack. And it'll do double damage to mobs because I like to do mobs.
To
There
mobs.
you go.
Yeah.
He's a
Some-
mobster.
So because I always do the mobs, which is like 5 zombies is 1 unit attacking. So you'll do double damage on them because you're cleaving through this mob.
Like it.
All right, so that's all your trinkets and code gold. They get that thing balanced. They get it just right, doing all their forging and hammering on it and getting it so that it's magical. So they got to cast magic as they're doing it.
Yeah.
you know,
I
doing
like
all
it.
that.
I like it.
So you're poor now.
Yeah.
Oh, plus they
Cool.
took some of your meat.
I mean, I'll give them some meat if they want that.
Yeah.
Save a
All
little
right.
gold for another transaction, but well done, dwarven men. I
Hoo!
love
There
your
you go.
work and your handiwork. You are truly artists of your craft.
Well,
there's Hey, one Ron.
Goliath we can look up to.
Ron, real quick.
All of you could stand on each other's shoulders and you would still look up to me.
Ha ha! Har har!
Har har.
That
Yes,
calls for some dwarven ale.
Yes,
That's great.
let's toast. Let's drink some ale and toast.
Yes, this is our ale from a snail's butt. Delicious.
Buttery.
Very.
They call it the snail trail.
It's fermented, so don't
Chug.
worry, it's safe.
Chug, chug.
All right. Who else?
Real quick. I'm sorry. I overlooked this. I also had a potion of mind reading. I'd like to toss that into the deal, and I had 19 merchant items, whatever those are, and 71 trinkets. I got a little over 3,000 GP. If I just throw all that in, can I get it to be 1/4 level spell? Because that's what I can cast.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll toss all that off my character sheet.
I'm gonna take Larry's recommendation on the feat there
Sentinel?
and use Sentinel. Yeah, I'm gonna take Sentinel as a feat. I'll have that be my skill earned feat, and I'm still reading the book on whatever I want from that.
Oh no! So you can do 2 feats then.
I'm gonna do 2 feats. Yeah.
You a man of many feats. All right. Who else?
I have 29 trinkets to sell.
Ooh. Big dwarf.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yep.
you know what? I'm going to give you 10 maximum for them. So 10 gold each. So
10 gold each.
290 gold.
290 gold. All right. And I have this prized possession I pull out. And it might have a picture of Aro on it, maybe. I don't know. The Tome of the Frostmaiden's Poems.
Ooh.
What?
I found that when we killed the dragon.
The Frostmaiden's poems?
Tome of the Frostmaiden's Poems.
Sounds like a bunch of badly worded chilly humor.
No. Some cold-hearted haiku.
Yes.
Oh man, where did I put that?
A polar temperatured poem.
Yeah.
Icy diatribe.
Tome of the Frostmaiden. I'm gonna have to.
Screeds and bromides. Every one of them.
Frozen flowetry.
That tome. Where did you get that from?
We killed the Shadowland dragon. And that's where I got it. And it's a treasure hoard.
What?
In the room
In the Dwargar, or the
where the
sunlight.
Dwargar were. In the Dwargar sunlight. Yep.
This, if you can decipher it, may help lead you to where Oral resides.
Okay.
If you can read through all the nincompoopery in it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of that.
There's a lot of diary stuff in there.
Nincompoopery.
Yeah.
A lot of nincompoopery in there.
So it would help us find her. Okay.
Yes, she must be residing here in Icewind Dale. She's not an eternal god. She's She's a she's a demigod. She has a physical form.
So she could be among us.
Turtle god.
And we
You're
don't even know it.
turtly enough for your turtle club. Turtle.
Okay, so I'll take some time while we're chilling out here. I'll read through it. What else do I have?
Oh my god! I haven't.
I also have history. Oh, I haven't been able to use this yet. It's the Tome of Armor Enhancement.
Oh.
Need it's what is it? I wrote. I kind of
Yeah,
scribbled.
+1 armor class and gain a
Yeah.
new trait, but it's kind of based on the
New
armor.
trait. Yep.
So you have your armor's SUX. Yeah, you have the Dwargar scale armor. So you're gonna get a plate armor. The doors will give you that.
Okay.
You're
Oh,
gonna
they have
sure.
plate here.
Oh yeah, they'll give you a
Oh,
suit of
all
plate
right.
armor.
Okay.
And do you have any gold to give them?
Yeah, I have.
Besides the 300?
Well, let's see. I just got 290, so let me add that to what I have. So I have 836 and 290. I have 1,126 gold pieces.
It's considering with these and helping us, and you brought some meat. I guess we'll still help you out, but we'll take that for sure. Anything else you can trade?
What's
To
that?
sweeten
Sorry?
the pot, I could help them out.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, why don't you see if this would be of any use to them? And I hand over to Magnus the large sack of frozen grain, 20 servings.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
they'll take that.
Okay.
They could use some. They could make some real ale,
As
With
well
that,
as
as opposed
a
to feeding the poor.
jar of frozen milk,
Okay.
8 servings, and
I-
2 large goats.
Oh my gosh! They'll
That's
take the
a whole
goats.
feast.
That
Wow.
right there is.
Well, trying to sweeten the pot so they help
and-
them out with.
They just
And
made him
I'll-
adamantine armor. He just pulled out. Oh, here.
And
Oh, we
I'll-
just have some adamantine armor over here.
Wait. If there's adamant, all the
I
money
mean-
I gave, if there's adamantium, some needs to go into my axe. That's all I need to do.
I'm sorry, I forgot all those jokes.
That's
about
what we just
dwarves
did.
and Goats. Yeah.
With the cleaving.
And I actually throw in. Well, we drank some of it, but there's a tankard of. You're probably not gonna like this, lads, because it came from the Dwargar. But I have a tankard of Dwargar ale.
Yeah, we could give it to the townsfolk
Yes.
for some
They
favors.
don't know the difference.
Yeah. We'll take it.
I love
All
it.
right.
Makes-
Let's see. Do I
Feels
have
great
any-
when we give them something they think is good. So
Okay,
yeah, you get full
that's
plate.
it for me.
All right, you get
Oh,
full
wow.
plate
Full
+2,
plate +2. Okay.
and then a minor trait. What do you think? Like, what would you
Trait.
like? +10 feet, or a deck. One of the dex things is taken off of it, or something like that. Kind of in that little mini bonus area. If you can think of something you want that they can design for the plate, they'll do that, or will do that,
Okay.
or are going to do that.
Okay.
So just think of something.
Okay. Thank you.
Azul,
Yes.
what are you thinking? Or Magnus, even like a +1 to your charisma
So my charisma.
because of the shiny plate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
kind of a
I
lot.
like
+1
that.
to your charisma, but you like
Is
that?
that too much?
Well-
Is that
that-
too much?
Is that for the paladins charisma?
Paladin's charisma. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got
Will
the
my
shiny
charisma
plate.
be-
Or are you multi-classing into paladin now too? Or?
Yeah. Right.
All right, sorry. Go ahead, Azul.
Will my charisma be +5 since it just went up +1 since I'm
Yep.
up a level?
Yeah, you
What is
went up to
your,
level
What's your number?
Oh,
20,
Only-
right?
What's your number?
Is it
17,
18,
18,
19?
19, 20?
20.
If it's
20 now?
20, then then your bonus is +5.
Oh yeah, that's what we talked about. Yeah. But do you have any coins or whatever you want to trade, or anything you need or want to build up on, or your magic
Gems of
items?
enchantment.
Yeah, that's a good question. Can like
It is, isn't it?
Is there a good answer?
This is that episode. This is that episode in the game where
Yeah.
you got to stock up before
We're at
the
the
last
mall.
leg of
can
this journey.
can magical items be upgraded? Or
Yes.
That's not how it works?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I have a wild magic circlet.
Uh-huh.
May reroll once, but I have to pick the second roll.
Correct.
Could I upgrade that?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I want to upgrade that.
So the upgrade, I think, would be you can roll now and pick, like, roll as an advantage and pick the one you want, as opposed to having to pick the second one.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Do you have any gem of enchantments?
I have 2.
Okay, well, you could add that to that if you wanted one of those, and then they'll do it for you. But I'll still give you other things, and you have to. I don't know if you have any items you can trade in or give them, for their materials to pay for whatever they're doing for you. Like the wizards at the academy.
Let's see. Let's see. We can do. Okay. So I have. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I have 3 gem of enchantments.
Dang.
So now
Okay.
I'm down to 2, right? Since I just used 1 for the upgrade.
Well, yeah, that and what? Do you have any trinkets or anything you want to sell off? Trade in
I don't have any trinkets.
or coins,
Um,
that kind of stuff. Any?
I have magic boots. I have a question mark next to that though. I don't know if that'll give them any value.
Oh well, you don't know what they are, huh?
I know what they are before I give away.
I just remember we put a
Oh,
question
okay.
mark soon.
They are boots of levitation.
Nice.
For 10 minutes, you can hover or float at 10 feet. So they're slow, but you can hover.
I can give those away because I have dimension door, so I can teleport like 500 feet.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do with it. But they will hover for 10 minutes per short rest, so you can use them. Or whoever. I mean, give
What's
them
the
to
height
someone
that
else,
goes
or you
to,
can
Rob?
sell them, or whatever. I didn't hear that. What?
What's
Larry?
the height they'll go to?
Well, they're just 10 feet speed, so you can go 10 feet up.
10 feet. And you can go 10 feet, what, every round or something?
Yeah, every round.
Oh, so
That's
in
a-
5 rounds, it could be
50
50
feet.
50
feet high off
That's
the
a
ground.
cool gimmick item. Markel, what? I'll take those. Goodness gracious, I'll give you. I don't know if I have anything you need.
Oh, Sharon is Karen. You can have them.
Are you sure?
Sharon,
Well, shoot.
Sharon.
Here, whatever
Teamwork
they
makes
got,
the dream work.
yeah, whatever they got that you need more money or something to get something fixed, just let me know because I got some stuff I don't even use anymore that I can just give you to hand into them.
Yeah, right. So for Mike, for Azul, what do they have to offer for a sorcerer?
It depends on what you already have, and then they can either upgrade some of that stuff. I think you have some pretty good stuff already. Like the you have the brooch of power and the or what do you have? The brooch
Talisman,
of
brooch.
power and the brooch
Mhm.
of power or something, right? You have the brooch.
Yeah,
of,
I have the brooch, which
sorcerer's brooch. You have a sorcerer's brooch, which
Yeah.
gives you +1 HD. You have the
Oh,
wild
question
magic
for
circlet.
for the wild circlet reroll, is that a reroll for anything?
No, just for wild magic.
Just for wild?
Just when you get wild magic, you get advantage to your roll now, so you get to pick which one you want.
So you can
Okay.
pick the one
So that has it.
brings
So put down that it has a gem of enchantment on there.
Okay.
So pick the one that conjures a unicorn again.
Yeah, so you don't have to pick the
Gotcha.
second. You pick sorcerer's brooch
Sweet.
and the talisman of power are pretty cool.
Oh yeah. What if let's get that brooch. That
I ain't giving you
brooch
another HD.
upgraded.
I ain't giving you another HD. I'll tell you that. It died now.
We can definitely upgrade my brooch.
No.
Dang. All right, well, I'm giving you the magic boots. I'm crossing that off my list.
All right, my man. Let me see.
All right. All right. Here's what I can do, though.
Anything?
This is crazy. I will do this, though. The Talisman of Power will, if you put a gem of enchantment on that, I will let you go up 2 spell levels. So how's that for a Talisman of Power?
Wait, repeat that?
No, I'm not going to repeat that. No.
He just broke the game, Markel.
But it's only once per combat, so you only get to use it once per combat. So the Talisman of Power, you can add +2 spell levels
once per round
per combat.
in the combat.
Once per combat, not once per round.
Yep.
So
not once per round, once per combat.
It's just
So
to the regional manager.
So that means I can cast a spell at a higher level?
Yeah, so if you cast a 3rd level fireball,
Sprain the game.
your Talisman of Power will make it 5th level.
Oh, wow.
But you're only using a 3rd level spell slot. And you can only use it once per combat. Okay.
I can't use that at a 4th level since I'm up a level now?
The 4th level spell, you can make that a 6th level spell if it uses that. Not all spells will use that up, up at a level, but like the ones that do damage will.
Okay.
And it's once per combat, so you don't do it every turn. You just get to use it once per big
and it's
battle.
It's called Talisman of Power?
Yeah, you have that one, the Talisman of Power, yeah.
Okay.
All right, and do you have any sort of defensive stuff you need to increase or make better? Like bracers or armor or anything? Somebody needs to go over his character sheet again, huh, Brad?
Dude, I'm a sorcerer.
Why did you say Brad? I don't need to go over my character sheet.
Need to help him out, man. Matt too. Matt, is your character sheet just a big mess of notes everywhere?
I can help him out with it. I can help.
I can help out too.
If you guys want to take photos of your character sheets and send them and want us to clean it up and organize it, I will.
There is no way they'd be able to read the chicken scratch that I have for handwriting.
Well, whatever. But we might be able to because we kind of know what you've gotten.
I would be extremely impressed if they were able to decipher what I pass as markings I pass as handwriting.
Well, at this point, we could help you because you've cleared out all the treasure, and now we're lean and mean with the magic items and you know what I mean, and the feats and the stuff. So we could clean it up for you and make sure you got everything you need. Because most of the guys here know what you've gotten.
What you need to add.
Okay, Markel, what?
Okay, so
do you have any defensive stuff or any survival stuff that you need to magic up?
What about my +1 spell in combat?
I don't know what that is.
I think that's my Callus. Yeah. Oh well, you already gave me that. No, this is Calumet of Power.
Huh?
It says Calumet of Power +1 spell in combat.
That's Talisman of Power. That's the one I just said.
It just got misspelled.
Yeah, that's the
Talisman. Now it's up by 2 though instead of 1.
Yeah, that's the Talisman. TAL Talisman.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Honestly, I think
Don't you have like bracers of defense or anything like that?
Yeah, but isn't that my brooch?
No, bracers of defense.
Bracer is something you wear on your arm.
I gave him a set of bracers of defense +1 because I have bracers of defense +2.
Yeah, don't you have that written down?
Yeah, so I do have the bracer of defense.
Okay, we'll put a gem of enchantment on that, and now it's +2.
Yep. So his armor class goes up another point.
So his AC goes up.
That's a great idea.
So your armor class goes up 1 more. Okay.
I have 1 gem left.
No, we used 3. We used
one on the talisman,
1 on the magic circlet, and then 1 on the bracers.
There you go.
And for the bracer of defense, that only just touches my armor class, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
But that's no small thing.
Yeah. AC is always big.
Okay?
Yeah.
Anything else? I think that's it for you. Unless you have any other awesome thing.
We don't want this dragon to hit us.
All right, Ballard, anything for you? Or you're good? We just pass over you? Just skip you?
Yeah, if you want to. That's fine.
Whatever.
I think we got everybody except Ballard. So.
If there's any, I was
Mr.
trying to do something
Min-Max?
with a cloak or something.
Mr.
Oh my gosh!
Mr. Min-Max.
I'm just gonna quit. Let's see.
That's definitely a min-max.
Oh. He's over there on looking up druid builds.
Druid monk.
Now I am.
Druid
Now
monk.
I'm gonna get
Paladin,
mad.
evil paladin builds.
I mean, this.
There you go.
All right.
You weren't thinking about this the entire time you were sitting there?
These.
Now you're thinking about it?
Well, yeah, I was, but I was trying to see if there's any anything that. I think everything that would kind of help me is I've already got a bunch of stuff. To really have anything that is built for a druid or anything.
Hey, what about my brooch?
And I've already got a really good
staff. Your brooch is
It looks really,
that's
it
the one that
really
gives you the
looks
plus
great
1
with your
HD.
blouse.
Say again, bro?
The brooch gives you the plus 1 HD to your damage bonus for spells.
So what if I added a gem to that?
I don't want it. That's enough power.
Dang it.
So,
Yeah.
Ron, these winter wolf pelts I have, are they able to work those into a cloak that well, I thought it'd be like a cool, like a thing. I don't know. I mean, it's a winter wolf pelt. I was gonna see if there's anything they could do with them to make a unique item of some sort.
Sure. What are you thinking? What would you like?
I mean, cold resistance, but I like the whole thing of being able to the wolf thing. I don't know if there'd be something they could. I don't think I'd be able to turn into a wolf or anything like that, but if maybe it'd give me an extra use of my, or as long as I turn into a wolf, I can turn into a higher CR wolf or something like that. Like, I think right now as a druid, because I'm not a moon druid, I can only turn into like a CR1 creature. I was going to see if they could do it where I could turn into like a CR2.
Yeah, considering where the level we are, where CR2 isn't going to threaten too many people. So
Yeah.
Your wild shape can only do a minor.
Yeah, well, I'm not a moon druid, so
Right,
my wild shape was never.
See, that's proof he's
What
not
is-
a min-max.
Form, I think an extra use of wild shape, or maybe I could.
Well, what is the what is it that you have strength in? What is it instead of that? What is your strength? Is it nat druid? What druid are you?
Wisdom.
No. What druid? What kind of druid are you again?
I'm a
Circle of Stars?
shoot. Yeah, Circle of Stars. Yeah. So everything's about my stuff is like divination, radiant, being able to the three forms I could take actually benefit the party as far as like healing or adding radiant damage to things and stuff like that. I just haven't had a chance to use much but the healing one. So
Right. Well, what if they gave you a cloak like that, and it what if it could absorb? Let's say it absorbs some hit points. It can absorb.
Ooh. Like an arcane ward or something.
It can absorb 1d4 hit points per turn.
Nice.
like
That's nice.
in damage or
damage.
And what would it do if it absorbs it? Does it heal me or does it just
Keeps
It would
you from
take the
taking
damage before you
it just
would.
absorbs it?
Yeah.
Yeah, once per turn.
Okay. All right. Would they be able to add like the cold resistance to it?
Yeah, let's do that. Cold resistance as well.
Okay.
Very
All right.
nice.
Well, let me see what I got some stuff here. I have 98 trinkets, 7 merchants items, and 1 lord item.
Roll for the lordly item just to see how much value.
What
it is.
what do I roll?
1d10. 1d10.
Okay.
You can get thousands.
Huh. Watch me roll a 1. Here it comes. Here comes your big fat one.
Oh! 0! So it's not worth anything.
It's not worth
man.
squat. That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
all right.
no, you get the wolf cloak. Yeah, and then it also gives
That's
you a
pretty
CR2 wolf form.
That's
I'll
very
put
cool.
that in there as well. So
Okay,
you get a cool wolf cloak.
So the cloak.
What's a winter wolf? You can turn into a winter wolf. Let's do that.
Okay.
Kabloom.
Oh.
Is that? I don't know where that CR is at.
Oh, it's good.
I think that's like a
how many?
3, isn't
What?
it?
Once is that? I can use my wild shape to turn into winter wolf, or it just lets me do it once a day, or?
Whatever the wild shape is, they can turn into a winter wolf.
Yeah.
With that cloak.
That's very cool.
Okay.
But
Wild
you
shape.
can't talk.
No, I know. Well, winter wolves
I'm kidding,
can actually
Wolf.
talk.
Yeah, but this one
Winter
can't.
wolves can. This one can't. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Ne-
No,
ne- next time Ballard casts guidance, he's going to say, "Oh no, you're a wolf."
And you get
Oh.
you get a cold breath too. Not that it's going to help in this, but you get the cold breath.
Oh,
too.
that's nice.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the winter wolf gets cold.
Not that it's just going to
Oh,
help.
wait, that's not that helpful.
Not around here.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Okay, so I've got it. I can wild shape into a winter wolf. It's got cold resistance, and it can absorb 1d4 damage. Is that it?
Yeah, and that
And
the
it's got
1d4 is just when it's a cloak protecting you.
Okay, just when it's
That's
a cloak.
nice.
It's got and like all wolves, it's got pack tactics. So if you summon
sweet.
those other wolves, now you get advantage.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, damn
That's
it!
nice.
Think about that.
Clever. Alright.
Nice.
Well, it
nice.
doesn't have that.
All right.
No?
Yeah,
I'm just
that works
kidding.
for me.
No, it's-
Well, a winter wolf, you get all the stuff that the wolf has. So if I even if I turned into a dire wolf, I'd have pack tactics. So
Right, yeah.
it's fine.
It's starting
Oh.
to sound like Robe of the Archdruid or something.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Well,
Winter
it's
wolves
definitely a-
winter wolves speak common, giant,
yeah.
and wolf.
all right, let's not get too.
But I can talk to wolves, and maybe I
Yeah.
could just grunt things.
Grunt.
All you hear is crap every time
growl.
something bad happens. Crap.
So as you guys are getting all these things done and traveling back and forth and helping the old lady with her door, hammering that back up and
We want to
seeing-
go to the Griffin Nest.
Yeah, you go to the Griffin's Nest, and I want to show you. It's kind of dark, so I'm gonna. I don't know if I can lighten. I'm just gonna throw a light on here just so you guys can see this, because it seems kind of dark. The map, so just boom. Okay.
Oh, hey,
So-
yes, very nice.
Here's the map where Matt.
That's my favorite part.
Here's the map. I know.
Here's
I'm
the map.
listening.
It's all lit up here for you guys to see.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I know I'm boring, but anyway, let's just keep going. Okay, so you can see the swaths of frozen damage done by the dragon.
You know,
Yeah,
we've
just-
never met his wife because she's in a coma, right? That's...
Huh?
As you put Matt to sleep, I'm saying, imagine.
Oh,
That's
my
why we
wife.
never-
My wife. Yeah.
Wife's in a coma. Yeah, that's why we never met her.
All right.
Put her to sleep.
So
So the dragon has come through over a few days.
yeah.
And has, blasted the city, crushed. You're talking to Duvessa, and she's totally torn and bitter. She's like over here in her, not in the Griffin's Nest because it's all been destroyed. The dragon came in and took her grip. He hunted down and dug out her griffins from their, where she tried to hide them, and killed them and took them as her food, or as its food source or whatever. So she's devastated, and it's even killed people, and so that's why a lot of people are fleeing now. They don't know what to do, and she looks at you all like, "You could have helped me, but you've come
Yeah.
now.
We'll help you now.
I think I know where this dragon is.
Lead us to it.
I can't lead you to it. But you may have already known. I think she already told you before. It was at the Dark Duchess. It is a ship stuck in the ice up in the north. A great dragon resides there. I just lost. Who
We
did I
lost
lose?
Brad.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
He's
we'll
the most
head to the
important-
north.
He's the most important player here.
We'll head north then.
His wife must have come by.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? Get off of that stupid thing. You waste your days.
All right.
All right.
So, yeah, here, I'm going to go to the main map just to show you real quick.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys see. I don't know if you guys see when someone jumps back in. Well, he's still in Foundry. Okay, so
Yeah, he'll
there
be
he is.
back in.
There he is.
All right. Oh, here he comes.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. My PC rebooted out of the blue.
Huh.
Okay, well,
Stupid
you're on your
thing.
third death save roll.
It sounds like Windows 11 update, so it's
Okay.
So
So,
we gotta head north to the Dark Duchess then.
yeah, so this is the Dark Duchess is up here.
Mm-hmm.
And Revel's End, just so you know, is the old prison where they sent, prisoners from all the Sword Coast. I mean, all the towns sent some of their most powerful villains or prisoners to Revel's End. Okay. And but they don't know anything. They haven't heard anything from Revel's End, so they don't know what's happening there. No one's been able to move around because of the Winter Dread and the dragons. Yeah, the dragon definitely came because it knew of the griffins, that she was hiding there. Now it's going to start attacking humans, and it could go for the smaller towns as well. We don't know. So as you're deciding to go there, who's still in Bryn Shander? Someone's still in Bryn Shander. Brad is. Go back to Bryn Shander.
probably because I bet my icon disappeared while I was rebooting.
I'm still
Something
there.
like that.
Yeah, it looks like I'm.
Okay.
Still,
I
all
think
of us are
that's-
still there.
So that's it, right? You guys are gonna head, I'm assuming, to the
Yeah.
Dark Duchess.
Yeah.
You guys got everything. I mean, we're gonna end it pretty quick, but you guys, or pretty soon. Let Matt go to sleep. But can't hear you.
I'm just trying to stay not bored. Hold on while I'm talking this episode. I'm just trying to stay engaged.
I'm teaching you about D&D. There's certain episodes where you do this. You gotta right, guys?
It's an investment. That's
It just
right.
happens.
I'm
When
just trying to.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
when we
remain
first started
engaged.
playing,
That's okay.
when we first started playing like in person, like in live, this is what we would do like the first hour. It's like go buy everything we need before we went out and fought.
Yeah. So this
Yeah,
is that.
we went
Yeah,
on
this
a-
is that episode.
Yeah.
But right
We went on
before
a shopping
episode
spree.
50.
Oh man.
Has everybody
Right.
got everything? Everyone cashed out?
Yeah.
I
Everyone's.
think so.
Yeah. Tapped
Okay.
out is more like it. Yeah.
Magnus, you want to roll on that tome you've been trying to study?
Oh yeah.
It's
What do you want
Arcana.
Wait,
me
are we
Anybody-
still at the? We're still at the shop, right?
Yeah, you're still in Bryn Shander.
I have gold. I have gold coins. So is there anything I can buy? Not necessarily level up with a gem, but
Right.
anything
just-
I have a currency.
Well,
or
how much do you
sorcery.
have?
I have 4,000 coins.
Oh. Any suggestions, folks? I mean, scrolls? Like, so you can have.
Potions.
A wand.
Potions?
Wand, maybe. Or
Oh, yeah, healing potions?
Heal.
Yeah, do they have a wand of
They have a wand.
cure lights? Do they even have that in this game? Like a wand
Yeah.
of
I don't.
Yeah.
That would be
cure
good
wounds?
as a. But, well, I'm kind of your backup healer. But
Cure wounds.
I'll do
Who would
heal
be,
potions.
if you're the backup, who's the primary? That's what I'm wondering.
well, I figure
I'm
Larry
like-
usually
Yeah.
I try to.
throws. Well, what about
the
a
4d8
wand of
potions are. They'll sell them to you for 400 gold each. They're 4d8
nice.
healing. Great.
That's actually, yeah.
And
a
he's
steal.
got 4,000.
discount.
So that would be 10
10.
of those potions. Holy moly. It's a great deal.
You think I should
Well-
spend all my coins on potions?
That you're going to give to us? Absolutely, yes.
It's a
What,
great
what
idea.
about do they have like a wand of magic missiles or something? I mean, I know But he never runs out of spells anyway.
No,
No,
because
no.
anything like that would be low enough magic
Yeah.
like that. He's got
Yeah,
something
that's
better, like
yeah, he's
Witch
got
Bolt
something-
already.
Right, yeah, he's got better stuff.
Yeah, I'm curious about wands. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Well, I'm gonna buy some of those potions, I think.
Wonder if 4,000 gold could get him an extra bump on his bracers of defense.
Hmm.
Is that enough to?
Well, what? There's no scrolls.
Yeah, you can get scrolls too if you want.
You could get a scroll. Okay, if there's
There-
a spell that you don't have, you could get a scroll of that spell and read that. Or if you know,
Or you can get an empty scroll that you can cast one of your spells in, like Fireball, 3rd level.
yeah,
But that's 100,
use it.
400 gold.
Eight.
That's 400 gold.
So
for the
the scroll makes my spell power up.
No, you
No,
can-
it's like an extra spell.
yeah. You could put a spell onto the scroll and then you can cast it, use it later as a spell,
Cast it from the scroll and use the scroll up.
like a one-time use.
Oh, so is it like
Yeah.
a one-time use type of thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, like, if you were to run out of fireballs during a combat, you go, "Oh wait, I've got a scroll of fireball back here," and you could cast it off the scroll. So,
And then the scroll is done. Like
yeah.
That's not bad.
No,
I'll
it's
do-
a good backup. It's like an emergency backup or something.
I'll do that. 400 for that.
for a 3rd level spell, blank spell. Yeah, blank scroll.
Okay.
So, do you want any healing potions? Or want to do like half and half?
Let's see.
5
I
3rd level
have-
scrolls.
I have a lot of healing potions. That's the
Oh,
thing.
you do?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I'm a sorcerer. I don't really take much damage.
Yeah, he's probably better off.
Anybody else?
Don't
got-
say that. Ron will change that.
He's
I
better.
don't really
he's better,
take much damage, and Ron's like, "I'm doing something
He-
wrong."
I know,
He's
yeah.
probably better off doing scrolls because he you know, if he runs out of
So a 3rd level is 400. A 4th level is 800. Just so you know.
There you go. And you could save your money. Well, I don't know. We might not go that far. One more level, and you can cast 5th level spells. So once you reach 9.
And you are going to a dragon.
Yeah, we probably need the fireballs. So
Yeah.
Well,
Oh wait. Is it a fire dragon?
no, it's a
if it's a white dragon,
Cold,
it does cold damage. So fire would maybe hurt it more.
All right. Can I get some
No.
ice resistance?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
don't you have
There
some,
you go.
or did you use them up? I think you had like.
I used them up, and then I gave like 2 away like
Yeah,
last
okay.
round.
Yeah, you get a
Um,
cold resistance potion.
Yeah, there you go.
resistance, yeah.
That's a good
Potion of
idea.
life.
Great idea.
How much are those?
300.
All right, I'll take 3.
So that's 900. Potion of cold resistance times 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change this dragon to some other kind of damage then. I'm gonna make it a blue dragon. Okay. I'm gonna make it a multi-chromatic
that's what I-
dragon.
That's
They're
what
like-
I did. I
They have a multi one.
yeah, a bichromial dragon. It's white. It's white and blue, and it breathes
and red all over.
and breathes both.
So what are you getting? You're getting 3 cold resistance and anything else? The scrolls?
Yeah, and then I got a scroll.
1 scroll? Or you want more than 1?
Yeah,
Just 1?
yeah, and then I think I'm gonna take his advice for when I level up
Oh
again.
wait.
I'm gonna spend all my
So you're okay. So you're saving the
On
rest.
some 5th level scrolls. Yeah.
Okay, so you only spent 1,200 gold, right? So you have the rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that just make him resistant to cold or immune to cold?
Resistant.
Resistant. So if
he
he
could
took,
get an immune.
So half
but
damage.
he's got 3rd level spells. I don't know if he has it or if he could get it. Protection from energy. He could protect himself from cold.
That's true.
I think that would make him immune, wouldn't it?
No, that's.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Huh.
What does it say?
Technically, I'm gonna look it up. It might make him immune.
Can they
Like resistance, you can't do. I'm sorry, did I misunderstand? You can't.
Resistance is half damage. Immune.
Yeah,
is
you can't
immune, right?
stack resistances.
Can't
so-
stack it.
No, you can't sack them. But the spell could be more stronger than.
The spell might be better. Let me check this. No, the spell is resistant.
Same thing.
It's just resistance.
So Azul, you could get the protection from energy spell as one of your new spells. That way you don't need to buy the potions anymore. But how long does it last? The duration on those?
Protection from energy.
Poor Matt. He's got to suffer through.
Oh,
this.
sorry, my mic went out.
You got your axe of cleaving, buddy. He's like listening to a podcast or something.
I've turned on half baked. I'm trying to stay.
Did you say you've turned it on or you are half baked?
Oh,
I turned
okay.
it on.
Protection from energy he'd have to concentrate on it for an hour.
Oh, well, what? Okay, whatever.
So that's not
that great.
That's not ideal.
That's not that because now that
Is-
means you'd be just stuck to casting cantrips.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that-
Well, he can
Yeah.
do attack spells. Just
You can do it
Yeah.
while you
well-
concentrate.
Oh yeah,
fireball
but
and stuff
That's-
like that.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
but
yeah.
no witch bolt though.
Yeah.
Right, not which
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
switch bolt
need that
concentration.
switch bolt,
Yep.
but
Which bolt's
Isn't it?
concentration?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Alrighty, guys. Greg's, this
I
is the
gotta
most
roll.
exciting episode yet.
Absolutely. I gotta roll was it an Arcana check for
Oh
the
yeah. Uh huh.
tome?
Anyone else can assist or whatever.
I
Alright,
love
I'll
your
give it a
D4,
D4.
Brad. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Anything else?
I mean, Larry,
Right.
not Brad.
Yep. Oh, sorry, you got a 1, man. But hey, it's better than a 0.
All right.
Anybody else?
I'll use one of my inspiration points too to help
Well, if you
this
need to.
along. Right? Yeah, if I need to. Oops, how come it didn't roll? Oh, there it is. Did it roll?
13.
Oh, there it is. 13.
Terrible.
That's terrible. I'll use an inspiration. What's
I
that,
guess
a
you're
D4?
drinking the mead while you're reading this book, Ben. That's your inspiration.
All right.
See if this will inspire you to get
2
some
feats,
revelations.
man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt.
Very nice.
You should be so
2 feats.
just shaking with excitement right now. And a cleaving axe.
The trees will be humming.
Cleaving axe. I'm
You gotta
excited
get it-
for my cleaving axe.
Axe
I
of
am.
cleaving.
Are any of that?
Roll
are any
again,
of that
Magnus.
ladies' Griffins still alive?
Roll again.
No.
Is that what you said?
Is who still alive?
They're all
Not a
dead.
single
yeah.
griffin.
You gonna
Wow.
fly it with some owls?
Yeah. That's
You
what I
went-
was
remember, you
thinking
got
about,
to hold
the Air
on to them though.
Force.
You can't. They're not mounted war. They're not mounted.
Well, what I
combat.
was going to ask are these
They're
guys
not
capable of making me an exotic saddle? Are
Oh.
they capable of making an
Well,
exotic
she
saddle?
would have saddles
Actually,
for
yes.
the griffins, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has saddles and
Okay.
could adjust them for the owls. Yes. So I take that back.
Okay.
You now can fly with these things. And combat.
Okay, and but she doesn't have any griffins left.
No, but she can give you those saddles for your owls. Because she,
Sweet.
she still has those.
Now,
So yeah, you guys will fly into combat now,
This
like
is
for reals,
awesome.
for realsies.
I'm gonna have to join
now
the.
hold on a
Wow.
second. Can
you-
I have to summon the Parliament though? Listen, can she have a device that will play the charge of the Valkyries as we fly in? Because I just
thinking-
want to make sure because Charlie don't surf. That's why I would.
If
Some Wagner.
if you can provide a public domain performance of it, she certainly can.
She'll do it. All right, so she's got no griffins, so
Actually, I
she's
think-
basically half useless, but she did have saddles, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
She's half
Now those-
useless.
So yeah, you'll be able to use those, and that'd be cool for at least for this bit.
And you said spells were 400 for a level 3 and 800 for a level 4 on a scroll. Is that
yeah.
correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Magnus, you gonna roll again?
Oh yeah. What am I rolling?
Same thing.
D20.
Arcana
D20 plus 4.
plus 4, plus D4,
A D4. Yeah. Gonna roll that again. D4.
using your.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, worse than before. All you know is this tome you're reading through. It's just like poems done by women. Like
Mhm.
little drawings, notes, and
Yeah,
things.
great.
and kind of
Okay.
some of it's archaic and weird, and you're the dwarf just thumbing through and drinking your ale and
get it.
just whatever. You
Woman
know,
of
you don't know what
Venus.
this is. Yeah,
So book about feelings. All right.
Yeah.
cold
Hey.
feelings.
This
Cold
book
feelings.
doesn't tell me too much about order.
So, just keep it there. I mean, you still have it or whatever.
It's
But-
the Druidess's version of the what is that Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? or
Is
something.
it only an Arcana check that you can make to figure out what it is?
I mean, you could use history.
History?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
All right.
Hey, I'll
I'll
try.
try.
And I have
that.
history.
Yeah,
Somebody want to try? All right, I'll give one more roll and then we're gonna
Let's-
go
you go ahead.
wants to do
You'll
it?
have a higher roll.
examine it.
Uh,
I mean, if Magnus lets you, it's his book.
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
let you. I
All right.
go ahead.
All right, hold on.
Or investigate actually.
Ugh.
I have a +4 in history.
Nope. I failed on history
You failed in history.
because
All
yeah, my dice are not being kind to me tonight.
Okay.
So
Don't know much about history.
Anybody else?
Oh, no
I'll try-
much.
I'll try
Yes,
history.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to read the book?
Mm,
So there you go. A 20.
Ugh.
Go ahead, man.
I
got
said someone
sage
else.
anywhere.
He's like
All right, I'll do my one if I can get guidance. Hopefully that'll be.
Take the guidance. Just put a D4 on yourself. I'm writing
Yeah.
down some scrolls here.
Pat, do you
Yeah,
have a
gummit.
do you have
I'm-
history?
No, I rolled
Dadgummit.
low most of the night
All right.
too.
History
Wow.
check.
Yeah. Got a one history.
All right.
There you go.
Let's see what you got.
Am I blessed?
Come on, here comes a 20.
Yeah, you
that's
got the plus
not blessed.
D4.
It's
Guidance. 1d4.
Guidance.
The guy-
Ballard is looking over your shoulder, saying, "I
Yeah.
think that flower there is
Yep.
really a snowflake, not really a flower."
With that same voice that Ron likes to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, the creepy old woman
Right.
voice.
Yeah, the
No one-
creepy
no
old
one's
feminine
getting this.
voice.
No,
Nice.
nobody's getting it.
Okay, so the only thing Magnus is like, yeah, it's a book about them, but I just just a whole bunch of jibber jabbery,
Jibba jabba.
stuff. All right,
All right.
Jib jab.
maybe we'll have some enlightenment later.
Okay.
All right,
lemonade.
guys,
Fun game, guys.
the most
Yeah,
exciting
yeah.
one ever. Y'all got your stuff.
So
Gonna
we
fly
started,
into battle.
I rolled 2 times tonight. That time and the other time. So enthralling.
Hey, this is D&D, dude. This is role playing. This is how it is sometimes. You gotta treasure up.
You have the
Gotta
dice
brace up.
and the doldrums. That's what the D and the D stand for.
Oh, yeah.
Dice and doldrums, exactly.
Dice
Yeah.
and doldrums.
Next week we're back to the dice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That
All
was
right.
awesome.
Thanks,
So
Ron.
cool.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
I'll
guys.
definitely check
Psych
my
for
email
next
feed.
time.
Okay, yeah, Markel, I'm gonna look it up tonight and I'll send it out tomorrow, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate
You
it.
got it. All right,
All right, guys.
Night,
See you
guys.
guys soon.
guys.
Take care, boys.
Peace. It was awesome.